including the decision to remove certain books from school libraries. Cobb County Association of Educators President Jeff Hubbard says some educators left the speech early, and now they're being pulled into meetings with district officials.
To be called out of your classroom with no notice, being sat down with the principal and somebody from the central office, yeah, it's intimidating.
A district spokesperson says leadership is continuing conversations with individual educators to ensure alignment and communication. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia could receive up to $135 million as part of the massive Meta settlement. Dozens of states sued over claims the company designed its social media platforms to be addictive.
What we're looking at here is an agreement that effectively concedes that some of the design features on these apps got young users addicted, and the states had claimed that that contributed to harming the mental health of these young users, and now Meta will be forced to make these changes.
Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says the tech giant agrees to pay a total of $17 billion. Changes to the apps include a daily 2-hour time limit and a ban on displaying numbers of likes for users under the age of 18. 2 men are sentenced to federal prison for hiding over 700 pounds of meth in a tractor-trailer load of cucumbers outside a warehouse in Gainesville. Federal prosecutors say DEA agents arrested the men in June of 2025 after seeing them park their car next to the tractor-trailer. They found 20 pallets of boxes containing cucumbers and thousands of individually wrapped packages of methamphetamine. Both men are sentenced to 15 years in federal prison. A new study from UGA shows the impact too much screen time is having on your eyes.
Your phone, computer, and TV all emit blue light, and University of Georgia researcher Yang Boangbing says it's hurting your eyes.
They don't have enough melanin to kind of absorb the intense light that's coming from the blue light.
He says they looked at adjustable blue, green, yellow, red, and broadband light sources, and the blue light produced more light scatter and optical problems than the other colors for those in the study. The impact is most intense, he says, for those who have lighter eyes. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Governor Kemp announces today flags in Georgia will be lowered in honor of Dolly Parton. The order will be in effect for a week to mourn alongside Tennessee and the rest of the United States for the American icon who died yesterday at the age of 80. It is 3:03. The Von Haessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Travel advisory into Union City, Bill. Tractor trailer on fire, 85 southbound, Highway 138, exit number 64. Only 2 left lanes are open, and that has really jammed up the ride almost back to I-285. You can use Highway 29 as an alternate. We also got car fire cleanup ongoing in Gwinnett County, 85 northbound, Steve Reynolds Boulevard, exit 103. Couple of right lanes blocked there. Jam the ride from I-285. You can use Buford Highway as an alternate. Earlier crash in Buford, 985 southbound at Buford Drive. That has cleared. All lanes are back open there. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy skies with a little more humidity through the course of today. High 92. An isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm possible this evening. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow and Friday, mostly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. Daytime highs in the upper 80s.
And Storm Tracker radar starting to pick up a little bit of rain in metro Atlanta. Some rain right now in eastern Gwinnett County, extending into Walton County. Also a rain shower in East DeKalb County at this hour. It is 88 in Lawrenceville, 86 in Woodstock, and 90 in Riverdale. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Haessler. Surrounded by Les Doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is here. And in the background, you might hear Stefan laughing from time to time. That means something to exactly one listener. But you know what? I super serve every listener. It's
Who is that listener?
Well, we
It's
met.
Stefan.
No, we met. Stefan and I went to your play.
Oh,
and we
you
met
mean the sketch comedy show.
the sketch comedy show. And
big difference,
after it was
Eric. Big
over, we were
difference.
talking to a friend of Greg's, who he's known since high school.
Oh,
And Stefan walked up and she said, "Oh, I recognize your laugh."
Oh, wow.
So there you go. And it meant a lot to my friend Stefan. So I think I need to super serve that listener and bring her through because, he's old and retired. What does he have to look forward to? I'm here trying to help.
He's looking pretty svelte.
He's lost 25 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
GLP-1?
Nope, he did not do it with GLP-1s. He did it with good old-fashioned exercise and diet. That's how he did it. Well, he's a very boring person. Now, speaking of boring, orgies. Am I right?
Hey! Just sitting around watching other people because you finished too fast.
Excuse me.
Wait, what?
That sounded like a testimonial.
No, I've never been in an orgy.
I'm done. Apparently, Burning Man, is it coming around again? It just seems like there's
weekend?
always Burning Man. It's these things.
Well, it's a
seem like
2-week festival, so it starts this weekend.
Yeah, but it
and
seems like it was just last
Yeah,
month.
I know. It's just because we're getting old fast. That's all. But
Yeah.
it's once a year.
It's always this time of year.
Okay. And there's no purpose for it anymore. There was a time when it first started where it was kind of this kind of crazy Wild West thing. Now it's totally corporate, except that the corporate element of it does still have to put up with a bit of the riffraff and the nonsense, but that's okay with them. Well, I guess that was it. I don't know if it was last year, maybe a couple of years ago, they had that big windstorm.
It was last year.
Was it last year?
It was.
Blew down the orgy tent. Realized that was funny as I was saying it. And
The true Burning Man fans call it the "and then there's only love" tent, not the orgy dome.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
they're
not a true fan,
they're
so
gross, right?
I'm going to call it, huh?
Orgies are gross, right?
Yeah, orgies are disgusting, but we're going to call it the orgy tent. And so they lost it. So now they have a new one. It's bigger. They've got like circus tents, and then they've got a whole, it like works up to a dome, but also new rules. New rules, and this is for the benefit of those who may be traveling to Burning Man and have thought, I want to check out. It's called the Orgy Dome now, and the new rules are quite interesting. So, number one, couples. I've never heard this term before. I get it, I understand it, but couples and moresomes only. Moresomes. Is there a cutoff? Is there a limit? Yeah, it's me and 99 others.
Yeah.
Like, how many more are you allowed to add?
Well, it's more than 3, right?
Yeah, moresomes.
Morsum sounds like something you put on a campfire.
Yeah, moresomes.
Couple.
I'm here with
and then, like,
morsels. They're the
triads.
morsels you put in your cookies.
Well, no, you'd be wrong. Yeah, it's moresomes is obviously anything more than 2 because
Okay.
it says couples and moresomes only. No singles are allowed entry.
Why not?
Sorry, George.
I just want to watch.
That's normal. That's normal.
Well, it's the difference, I think, here. I don't know. Visitors must arrive with a partner or group. And by the way, you sounded very knowledgeable about that.
I'm
when you said
knowledgeable.
that's normal. How many of these have you attended?
Like sex club rules.
Yeah.
You don't go in if you're single. You have to come with somebody. Like you have to be like sort of sponsored by somebody.
And you read about all of this? or?
Sponsor.
Yes, I read about it at the library.
Penske.
Age and sobriety verification. Attendees must be 18 or older. That
Smart.
makes sense. With a valid
Smart.
physical, meaning not on your phone, government-issued ID.
Excuse me, Governor Kemp has issued my ID to
Y'all
my phone.
allowed to go to the orgy.
Governor Kemp, I can use this to get into the orgy?
That's one of the first things we did when during COVID, the bowling alleys, tattoos, and orgy parties.
Participants must also be completely sober. Well, where's the fun in that? And in full decision-making capacity to perceive and give consent. That's the idea with the alcohol. If you're look, you know
many
what?
rules,
Excuse me. I don't want to be. Look, I recognize that once you're inside of the orgy dome, there could be some people who. But I mean, it's called the Orgy Dome, and you showed up. There's a little bit of implied consent going on here, is there not?
I just came for the free sunglasses.
Oh no, there's like billions of ways to consent
Yeah,
as you go.
yes, and I think one of them is I may have seen this in pornography in my life at some point. I don't know, but a knowing look. A knowing look,
Yeah.
like things
A
are
nod.
things are building up, but it seems flirtatious, and then there's like 30 seconds where they stare at each other in their eyes.
I don't know if that would hold up in court.
Yeah, I don't know that it holds up in court.
Her
but
eyes said yes.
It's fun. Well, it would it would hold up in porn court.
Where is porn court, by the way?
Van Nuys.
It's in the valley somewhere.
You don't want to see the gavel.
It's very green.
Here's a rule. Enthusiastic, ongoing consent. Consent must be explicit, voluntary, and revocable at any time. In other words, they don't want to get sued for anything. Maybe, but these are things that people know. It's, okay, if I'm asking somebody a yes or no question and they say maybe, why do I understand? That's pretty easy to understand that they neither said yes. I mean, maybe they didn't say no, but they also didn't say yes.
Maybe.
And by the way, if you're going to go to an orgy, maybe shouldn't really be in your. It's a yes or no.
Hey, I'm telling you, these festival tents, the way that they entice you is they give you free things to go to them. So maybe there's something outside that gets you to go into the orgy tent.
A rag.
It's an orgy dome, free rags.
Yeah,
orgy rags.
They're really crunchy.
Gosh.
They got a bucket in there to rinse them out.
A hesitant response.
Well, they're in the desert.
Hold on. A hesitant before you people go off on your shock jockery. I'm trying to have a serious conversation about the orgy dome.
We are a news and information station.
That's right. People may be going. They may want to know.
I was planning on going. I would like to know the rules.
I need the traffic to get there, please.
Don't yuck my yum.
This is how they, Autumn, I think as a budding feminist, you'll like this. This is on the consent. It says, if it is not a resounding F yes, it is a no.
That is not about feminism at all.
No, I'm just putting it together. No, well, you don't think feminists would be more interested in consent than people who aren't feminist? Just as being interested, just as
No.
a topic of interest?
I don't. I think everybody should be. I think everybody
No,
could
we're
be
not talking
interested in
about what the
consent
world
that's interested
should
in the orgy
be.
dome.
We're not talking about what the world
I'm
should be.
not saying should be. I'm saying that
Yes.
I think everybody that is into this kind of thing, no matter feminist or not, that label, I think would be interested in this conversation about consent. I don't think it has to do with feminism.
All right. Strictly no electronics. Cameras, cell phones, recording devices of any kind are completely forbidden, which, you can't even go home. You got to store these memories in your brain?
You're not even allowed to
seems
do
wrong.
that. They erase your mind at the end.
That is, see, come
What about
on.
a Game Boy?
Huh?
Can you bring your Game Boy and play it?
No electronics whatsoever.
I
Palm
got a
Pilot?
PlayStation 5. or
Nope,
whatever.
no, you can't play Madden while you're there, or you can't. What if GTA comes out on the same weekend?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're
You're
letting
really
people out
in
of the
trouble.
army to do that.
Yeah, I know.
You know who would have benefited from going to the orgy dome is that 49ers owner. He would have really benefited from
That
that.
49ers owner wanted trailer park
Yeah.
sex. That's what he was paying for. That was the fantasy.
Not disgusting enough for him.
Yeah, that was the fantasy.
I need a toothless woman in a trailer.
I read today. It was one of those advice column things, but they're more raunchy. Like it's not Slate, but it's something like that. And I won't say exactly what it was because it'll offend some people. But basically, it was a woman, and she was writing to Dr. whatever, sex guy, whatever, and whoever he is.
Great
and
doctor.
Huh?
Great doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Sex Guy. And
Dr. Sex.
if your sex needs, you got any problem with your sex, go to Dr. Sex Guy. And so basically what she was saying was that she was, for years and years, so she's married, and like her husband's really cool, always been really cool, seems very into her. Their love life is very good. But she had a body image problem for a very long time. And then she did something about it. And now she kind of fixed that. I don't want to go into what that is because I want to get into that whole thing. She fixed that. And so the real reason that she was writing to this sexology doctor or whatever is that he supports her. Like as she fixed it, he's like, hey, I don't care how you look. I love you, that kind of thing. And then she looked on his phone on Reddit where he was at the kind of porno stuff that he was looking at. And it was all women who looked like she used to look when she had the body image problem.
Curtains.
Wow.
Our curtains.
Hmm?
R/curtains.
Is that what I don't? What does that mean? No. Oh God.
Oh my God.
No. Yeah. You know what? I made it.
Wow.
No. I'm glad you went there first.
And that's not even what the subreddit's called.
Yeah.
I've been too opaque about it. It was just about weight, but I know how people get when you're discussing things like that. She was overweight, and it bothered her, and then she lost all the weight. And she feels great about it. And then she looked on his Reddit, and the only thing he looks at when he's alone are overweight women. Which is kind of an interesting sort of thing.
Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, I know. But now she has to make a choice. Do I stay healthy or do I?
He'll never look at Gone Wild Plus again.
It's kind of an interesting thing that she had a body image problem and didn't know that the reason he was attracted to her was exactly that, the thing that she had the problem with. Dr. Sex Guy. You know what? I didn't even read his advice.
Is there any weight limit rules at the Orgy Dome?
No.
No? Okay.
There should be.
No. You
only
can
300 plus only.
Yeah.
Everyone's allowed. That's my whole thing about these large. I mean, yes, we can talk about consent and all that, but there's so many. Listen, there are very few really, really good-looking people in this world. I don't know if you've noticed this. I was thinking about it the other day. Really, the way that it works is there's always this subset of really extremely good-looking people on the planet, and they all get together with each other. The rest of us are on a scale, and we all work it out amongst ourselves. But the truly top-of-the-line, all-the-way beautiful people, they couple up.
The 1%.
With themselves, right.
The true
And then the
1%.
rest of us just sort of work it out. Well, what's the best I could do? It's kind of done like that.
Can't money buy you into that, though?
Money can buy you
yeah.
in. Yeah, money can buy you into. Money can't buy you into the beautiful people. Money can buy one of the beautiful people to join you outside of that set.
Yes.
I would say that.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick being, yes.
Is
Money
Jordan
and
really
rings.
that? Well, okay.
For a 72-year-old man?
Yeah. I guess when you put it like that.
In my defense,
come on.
I've seen her naked.
Yeah. And
Now,
also,
don't write Jeff Bezos because he got it after the expiration date.
God.
that is horrible. But you know what? She's got 90 gazillion billion
She'll be all
dollars.
right.
She'll be all right.
And they seem to be happy.
They
That's the important thing.
are they?
Oh, yeah.
Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos, they seem very happy.
She just always wanted to have a life where she could be really, really mean to the help. And she's got it.
Yeah.
She's got it. Some people dream of other things, and some little girls dream about growing up and being able to yell at the help. And I believe that was a young Lauren Sanchez's dream. And let's give her a round of applause. Because
All right, Lauren.
it may be speculation, but I don't know. I think I see what I see. I think it would be hell. I think it would be hell to work in that house or their houses or the yacht. I mean, how many people work for Jeff Bezos? Not in Amazon.
Yeah, I was going to say including Amazon.
No, not in Amazon. Like how many, what would you call that kind of domestic
staff?
Domestic staff. Because that's got to go with their yacht. Their how many homes? Who knows how many homes? And I'll bet you she's the worst. I mean, I bet she can be nice. This would be my guess. Is sometimes she's overly nice, but then just real like you missed that spot over there. Kind of.
The mega yacht alone has 45 people working on it.
Wow.
They're relatable.
Yeah, they are.
I get it.
They really are.
They're Seattle.
They're just like us.
5 to 6 housekeepers.
They have a good drywall guy.
And you got that's like being their housekeeper. I'll bet you. This is what I'll bet with.
They probably don't interact with them all that much, honestly.
If but listen, that's where you can really show off your power. I think it's got to be hard to not do it if you're one of these people
manager.
who are. Well, that's the thing. This is what I guess. My guess is you're nice to the house manager, and it's their job. You delegate there, so they do most of the talking to everyone else. But when you come in contact with a lesser than, you let them know that they are lesser than. However it needs to be done, you let them know, hey, you're not me, and you'll never be me, and you're lucky to be gazing upon me. That's my guess. Who knows? Maybe she's like Mother Teresa or something. I doubt it.
Who also was like, she sucked, right? Mother
No,
Teresa.
I don't know.
She was real mean.
Yeah,
Was she mean?
Yeah, people have
Yeah.
said since she
Was
passed
she
away
mean?
that she
Yeah,
wasn't a
she's-
very nice person.
Come on, Mother Teresa.
I think that there was like some anti-Semitism or something going on.
Okay, well, there's some. I mean, I'd have to know exactly what she said as far as that. Sometimes people are accused of being racist or whatever, and then you find out they made a joke when they were
Look it up.
25. Why? So they know exactly what she said? Was she like?
I don't know exactly.
Was she like a Hitler lover or something?
She said,
that
I
Hitler.
love Hitler.
I mean, so I only saw her on Donahue a couple times.
Poor
that was
medical
my exposure.
care.
Huh?
Poor medical care. Like they weren't cleaning it up enough. She glorified pain. She made insensitive remarks.
Well, she said, "Look, hey, you're gonna die. Shut up."
Pain is a kiss from Jesus.
Oh wow! All right, that sounds like a belief to me. That doesn't. Now you could say it's ridiculous and you can laugh. That doesn't sound like meanness to me. That sounds like somebody who, listen, if you're that religious, then the pain means something and there's a reason for it and all of that. You know, she believed all that. To me, I want to know that she was like, she'd turn around and start swearing at people and, telling them that they're all going to hell.
I think they would withhold treatment and medical supplies and care to poor villages if they chose not to convert.
All right, that's you know what, that's a big conversion thing. And by the way, my advice to any village that's in this situation, if you're hungry, just lie. Tell them that you've converted.
Yeah.
Get the food.
Yeah.
Move on to another day.
Maybe there was a lack of understanding.
Listen, that's always been there, though. Like, you go to the ministries in inner cities that feed the homeless. There's the same kind of thing going on. Now, will they still feed you? Yes, but usually you got to listen to a 5 or 10 minute, or there's a thing. Now,
A spiel.
Now, what you're talking about, Autumn, if that's true, is extreme. But the idea of offering services, but also, you have ministries of all kinds of faiths all over the world in cultures that, their faith is not native to. And the way that they get in is, by offering medical services and bringing food supplies.
But
and
before
water.
the food and the medical supplies, can I talk to you about timeshares in heaven?
There you
We'll
go.
sit here for half an hour. We have a great video. I know you're hurting.
I'm dying.
Soon.
Please, I'm dying.
Soon.
It's coming very soon.
Very, very soon.
So that's kind of the way that I don't know if it goes back to the loaves and the fishes or not. In my brain, it makes it seem like it does, but I don't think that it does. But that's offering services, and you got to sit down and listen to this thing. Now, saying you actually have to convert. My question is, how hungry am I?
Hungry enough to read a new book?
Hey, it sounds good to me. That's can I have more of that beef stew? Then I'm going to whatever temple or church or whatever you have for me down there.
Eventually, they have to leave.
Yeah, they're not going to stay there forever.
Yeah, it's
They're
my
going to leave a
village.
monitor behind. Hey, take his food away if he doesn't go to church.
Yeah, I'm with you, Eric. That makes a lot of sense.
Hey, listen, you can't hold out on your look. If you don't feed yourself, you have no chance of fulfilling any ideals that you have down the line.
Priorities.
What's that? Is it the hierarchy of needs?
Mm-hmm.
Number one is food and water.
Yep.
If you don't get that one taken care of, you can't achieve anything.
And number 2 is the orgy dome.
Number 2, listen, how are you going to get the energy for an all-nighter at the orgy dome?
Food.
Beef stew.
That's right. That's what I do. Load up on beef stew.
Sure, everyone loves you.
Everyone,
in that orgy
when I
dome.
walk in, they all seem to react. They must like me. I don't. Oh, he's here. That's how I hear it. I
Beef
don't-
stew guy.
Is it because he brings beef stew? Is it because he smells like beef
Well, everyone knows I load up on beef stew. They started calling me Dinty. Dinty Moore.
Dinty Moore.
Hey, Dinty,
Dinty
Moore's here.
Moore. Give me more. Dinty Moore.
That's what I thought. That's a weird name, isn't it? Dinty?
Yeah, what does it mean?
As I was saying that, I was thinking, well, it's been around all my life. It's supposed to be a guy's name, isn't it?
Well, the
Isn't there a
name
guy?
Chunky didn't, fit as well.
Chunky less.
Better than Hormel.
Well, that's just a company name.
Well, so is
Well, so is Dinty.
I know, but
Dinty
they
Moore
use-
is made by Hormel.
Oh, but didn't they have isn't their logo a guy that looks, isn't he supposed to be Dinty Moore? Or
It's
no?
Fictional tavern owner in the 1913 comic strip Bringing Up Father.
Well, there you go. I knew.
Bringing
See?
up father.
Is that where the kids are in
which
control?
later inspired a real-life Manhattan restaurateur and was eventually licensed by Hormel.
So the Manhattan restaurateur came up with the recipe for that
We
particular...
put the whore in Hormel.
Yes.
That just seemed gratuitous to me. I don't know. I just really think that...
It was. The joke was there, and
Autumn, I guess I
came
have to
out of my mouth.
delete this email. They were wanting you to do an endorsement for them, but
not
I guess
anymore.
not
I
anymore.
could put the whore in Hormel.
They
don't have to do it.
Our quality meat product.
The question is,
Yeah.
who put Mel in... Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Chunky.
Well, this has been a very family-friendly opening sequence.
Kids will be in the cars after 3:30.
And let me tell you, we're doing nothing
Yeah.
but just straight on. I think we're 3:30 to 4. We're doing mathematics.
100%.
4 o'clock. We're
Fart
doing
corner at some point.
Well, yeah, we're going to get to Fart Corner.
What's that?
Well, it's in the news.
It's a big deal.
Fart Corner's and remember this before we get to the story, when it comes to things that we should be talking about as a nation, when it comes to our education, don't think for a second what we should be talking about is the fact that over 40% of fourth graders can't read at a fourth grade level. We need to be arguing about Fart Corner.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
Hi, I'm Megan with Southern Exteriors. Are you stuck in a cycle of painting, patching, and replacing your siding every decade? The truth is, you're fighting a losing battle against the Georgia humidity. It's time for a permanent solution. At Southern Exteriors, we use James Hardy siding because it's engineered specifically for our climate. Trust the team your neighbors have trusted since 1999 and save 10% on the last home siding you'll ever need. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
When Keisha Lance Bottoms got elected, she said,
"We must be good stewards of your tax dollars."
Just 30 days later,
taxpayers covered the cost of a first-class ticket for Mayor Bottoms' husband to fly to the Super Bowl
on her taxpayer-funded credit card.
Atlanta taxpayers shelled out more than $2,600.
Worse,
more than $11,600 in luxury chauffeured car service in just her first 5 months in office.
And taxpayers covered this tab.
The State Ethics Commission has fined Keisha Lance Bottoms.
She accepted over $110,000 in contributions that exceeded legal limits,
violating campaign finance laws.
The commission's chairman declared
it's an egregious violation of the act.
And the verdict from a former prosecutor?
It smells bad. What don't you get about the rules and regulations? If Mayor Bottoms wants her legacy to be too greedy to care, they're off to a great start.
Keisha Lance Bottoms. She's out for herself, not Georgia.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Tune in for Retire Ready now at 3 p.m. every Saturday. Get up-to-date retirement insights, market updates, and financial strategies with my retirement advisor, David Nicholas, and the team at Nicholas Wealth Management. That's Retire Ready with Nicholas Wealth, Saturdays, now at 3 p.m.
You finally got that dream home. Then a pipe burst. Now you're draining your savings to drain the basement, and your other bills keep flooding in. But with Home Tap, you could tap into your home equity to cover renovations, debt, or whatever comes next. And unlike other home equity products, a Home Tap home equity investment has no monthly payments or impact on your mortgage rate. So consider using what you've already built. After all, it's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
When you're sick, you don't go to the vet. So if you get hurt on your bike, don't just call any attorney. Call the motorcycle injury specialist at Steel Horse Law. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Motorcycle cases are complex with distinct laws, regulations, and technical aspects. Steel Horse Law knows those inside and out, so your case is rock solid. That's how they win big for bikers. Get your free case evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
It's the biggest RV event of the summer, the Atlanta RV Mega Show. August 28th through 30th at the Cobb Convention Center. 8 dealers, hundreds of RVs, factory experts, and exclusive show deals all indoors. Learn more at AtlantaRVMegashow.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, Meta will have to pay out billions of dollars in its settlement in a federal trial over social media addiction.
Meta has reached a settlement with 51 attorneys general. That's 51, a bipartisan coalition. Just 3 states are not included in this. The territories are also included. That will require Meta to pay up to $17 billion over the next 10 years and to make changes to how these apps operate.
Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says Georgia could be getting almost $135 million from this settlement. WSB scam alert from Decatur Police. Lieutenant John Bender says you should hang up if you get a suspicious call from someone pretending to be Sergeant Billy Fields, demanding money for anything from a missed court date to an active arrest warrant.
It's really important for everybody to remember that no law enforcement agency from the federal level all the way down to the local level will ever call you asking for money for any reason.
He says contact Decatur Police if you believe you are a victim of this scam. Beware of the blue light coming from your phone, computer, TV, and other devices. New research from the University of Georgia finds it could be hurting your eyes. Researchers say the blue light may impair the eye's ability to distinguish fine detail more than any other wavelength. The impact is most intense for those who have lighter eyes. It can cause sensitivity to light, blurred vision, and even pain. A new Emory study published in the journal Sleep Medicine says consuming a higher amount of vitamin D is linked to improved cognitive function in older adults who have both mild cognitive impairment and problems sleeping. Taking vitamin D increased cognitive score by 13% compared to those who did not take a vitamin D supplement. We are hearing today about a man's near-death experience after he was bitten by a shark in the Florida Keys.
Sitting on the beach bleeding out, I really kind of was just making peace with myself going, it's your time to go. It's your time to go.
David Daniels says he was fortunate. 2 nurses who were nearby rushed in to help control the bleeding until he could get medical treatment. He is still recovering at a Miami hospital. It is 3:32 and time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Travel advisory continues leaving the airport southbound into Union City, Bill. We have a tractor trailer on fire. They're having trouble getting control of this one. 85 southbound, Highway 138 exit 64, just below the on-ramp there. 2 right lanes are blocked, 2 left lanes are open, and it is a bumper-to-bumper ride all the way back to I-285. Use Highway 29 as your alternate. In Gwinnett County, earlier car fire, that's been doused and cleared. All lanes are open. 85 northbound at Steve Reynolds Boulevard, but it's still a rough ride from I-285 with the afternoon volume underway. Looks like trouble 285 eastbound, the inner loop in Dunwoody, just past Ashford Dunwoody Road, slowing that ride back toward Roswell Road in Sandy Springs. And trouble just cleared in Vinings, 285 northbound, the inner loop at Paces Ferry Road. That's why you're seeing a little extra pressure heading northbound from South Cobb Drive. But if you're in those delays, hang in there. It's going to improve because all of that trouble has since cleared. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. A mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 92. A stray rain shower can't be ruled out for this evening. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-80s. Scattered rain showers continue for Friday.
Storm tracker radar picking up some rain right now east of Atlanta in Walton County. It's 91 in Douglasville, 88 in Tucker, and 93 in Stockbridge. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio. 95.5 WSB.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
You don't need to tell me budgets are tight. Economic uncertainty, global politics, AI taking jobs we used to think were safe. Nobody wants to spend money they don't have to. But you've got to do something nice for your family, don't you? A cookie for the dog, nice dinner for you and your better half. Wouldn't it be nice to do something special for the house you love without breaking the bank just to do it? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A new garage door can completely transform the look of your property. For way less than a major renovation or landscaping project, modern designs, whisper quiet, connects with your phone and your fancy new car, a few $1,000s can literally change the appearance of your whole house. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come show you the difference we can make. And that part won't cost you a dime.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
There's a story out there for the last couple of days. It's just, it's impossible to engage because there's so much lying and BS and, yes, I'll say it, tomfoolery.
Finally, someone said it.
So here's the latest. Bill Gates sounds the alarm on an AI transition. So we're not talking about Epstein anymore, right? He's dead.
No, be careful.
So he wrote an essay. I think it was a op-ed piece or something. And he argues that AI will either be the greatest equalizer ever invented or the worst source of injustice. Which course it takes depends on human actions being taken or not right now. Even under the best circumstances, Gates says, the transition will be among the most turbulent periods in human history, and there is currently no coordinated plan for navigating it. So, do you really think? I mean, if it's, first of all, it's either going to be the greatest thing that ever happened or the biggest source of injustice in history. Okay, well, how do I help it go one way or the other? And then you have this idea that, we got to make sure that it's aligned. Alignment. You use the word alignment a lot. Alignment. What does alignment mean? Hey, you know what? Every once in a while when you see a word 700 times in a year, maybe figure out what it means. Stop seeing alignment and go, oh, that's in the AI talk. They say alignment. Alignment means that it shares our values, human values. Is this even a good goal? Have you taken a look at the world?
Invade them. Blow them up.
Humans alive on the planet today, 2026. This is the, boy, if we want the best out of AI, we've got to align it with
shoot first, ask questions later.
This Western world that we live in now, where everything is just going so well for everybody and people seem to have empathy for each other and appreciate each other and care about each other and help. That's what you look around the world and that's what you see right now?
As long as we control the stream of data, we're okay.
We do. So, and Bill Gates is, I got a little bit of that Epstein thing in my background. Okay, but you're really rich. It's like if people don't have a whole lot of money, things like being connected to the Epstein Island, whatever that analogy would be amongst non-billionaires, they don't just have 3 or 4 bad months and then, hey, let's bring him back into the room. He was a smart guy, But when you've got gazillions of dollars, people still, for some reason, want to invite you to the party. I don't know what it is. Bill Gates, he's so smart. Elon Musk is a genius.
Thank you.
Neither were smart enough to stay away from Jeffrey Epstein. How is that possible? Exactly how smart are they? Look through the Epstein files all day long, all week long. Get some sort of algorithm going and just type in Eric Von Haessler. See what comes up. Somehow, I figured out how to live 62 years. Never ran into Epstein. Seems to me pretty easy to live your life in such a way on the planet Earth in the last 40 or 50 years without ever I mean, you might meet him or run into him, but without ever going, oh, that's a cool guy. I'd like to hang out with him. And yet, all of us who didn't do that, we're not the smartest people alive. The smartest people alive
had to ask him to get antibiotics for their wife.
Right.
Yeah.
Antibiotics for him so he could mix it into her drink so that she wouldn't get the sexual disease that he got from the whore provided by Epstein. Isn't that kind of how the story goes?
It was strap. And he's dead, so.
Yeah. So we should keep listening to these people. And when Elon Musk tells us we'll have cities on Mars by, well, he didn't say that, but by 2026, you go back to 2018 Musk, we're on Mars right now and we're building stuff. And that didn't happen. Like 90% of all the other things he said were going to be happening. But we should still be following this person. I mean, you'd be nuts not to put your money behind the person who said that 700 things were going to happen by now that didn't happen. Because he's smart. And you're not. I mean, you don't even go into K-holes, Eric. How can you be considered smart? You live your whole life without every once in a while some downtime in a K-hole, and I'm supposed to listen to your advice? No, I'm shoveling more money at this guy who lied to me about what we'd be doing on Mars by now. That's the smart move. Yes, George, you look like you're going to say something.
His prescription for guiding AI is he's calling for new national institutions capable of coordinating AI policy across areas.
Really? Is he going to pay for him?
Well,
or am I going to pay for it? And we're not going to cut anything that's already being paid for. So we'll just print more money for this and we'll tack it on top of the $40 trillion.
And you know how those big national organizations do. They're so helpful and great.
Well, they're so streamlined and focused on solving the problem. I think large national institutions, it's been proven that's the way to solve it. You know, it's like this put me over into this thing with Meta. You know, for the last year or something leading up to this trial, you know, these attorneys general, they've had enough. Meta going after our teenagers the way they do. And now is the time. We're going to make them pay for that. And then, we don't even get to it. Did we even get into a trial? We got into a trial, and then now all of a sudden, there's a big settlement. There's a big settlement. Who do you think? It's going to go into general funds.
Yep.
It's going to go into, it's not going to do anything. I can tell you this right now. There is not one single teenager alive today that will benefit from this. Not one. The attorneys general who cared so much about your teenagers really cared about getting some money from a very large entity, and they saw an antelope going a little bit slow and decided that's the one.
Or Joe,
because
Joe Camel.
Yeah. In
and
reality,
Microsoft.
Yeah, in reality, it wasn't just Meta. It's all of them, and it's us. I was reading this story today about the settlement, and I was just getting so angry.
Technically, it's only $12.7 billion. People are reporting it's $18 billion.
Well, no, but it's two chunks. More money comes later.
If YouTube and TikTok follow the same guidelines.
Hey, if you follow us, and because nobody wants to deal with the reality here. And it's not just Mark Zuckerberg, and it's not just Elon Musk, and it's not just all of these people. It's all of us. We know that this is harming our children, but we see too many benefits of it to stop it. Go ahead. Listen, you need to live a life where you are truthful to yourself. It doesn't mean you always do the right thing. It may be that there's just so much money on the table here, and you know how it is, and if I don't get my kid a smartphone, and everybody else will make fun of them and blah, 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 blah. By the way, they knew that. That was socially engineered from the top of these companies. But the reality is we don't want to look in the mirror and understand that we're not willing to protect our children. because the evidence is there. In reality, if we gave a damn about our children, they'd never have a smartphone until they were at least 17 years of age. And then everybody always says, well, what about school shootings? Give them a flip phone. Give them something that they can't scroll on. 2 p.m. on a Saturday and your kid's on the couch scrolling, you're not doing your job. Nobody wants to face that. Nobody wants to face that. People act like now kids couldn't even exist without smartphones and iPads. Well, how did they do it for thousands of years? How did they actually grow up and invent this technology?
Well, the cave people did have tablets.
Yes, of course they did. They had the walls.
Yeah, they were made out of clay.
I just, when I read stuff like this and then you realize it was just a bunch of states in it for a cash grab. There's no guarantees of where the money goes. This is a society that is at war with its children.
Back to school means back to school lunches and snacks.
And the price of groceries keeps going up. But we have the solution.
WSB's Grand for Groceries. 5 chances a day to win $5,000.
Yes!
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday. Enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB Radio app.
Thank you!
Your next chance to win is coming up at 5.
WSB's Grand for Groceries.
It pays to get your news from 95.5 WSB.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Something big is coming. Jared Yamamoto here. And on September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with exclusive deals and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun, and all roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, so that means right here in Georgia, every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. New DraftKings customers sign up with code AtlantaTalk. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code AtlantaTalk. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Terms: dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
Georgia Power is here for you with programs, tools, and incentives that lower your bill. But we also have a few ways you can save right now. Unplug devices like TVs when they're not being used, or use a power strip you can switch off. Make sure you're only using the lights you need. Change out your HVAC filter and make sure your vents are clear. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency. But every degree closer helps. Because everything we save on energy can be better spent being there for the people we care about. Visit GeorgiaPower.com for more energy-saving tips.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in AMCO just as much as I do.
People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to AMCO.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned AMCO near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
Proud supporters of iPaw Rescue, a nonprofit founded by legendary business activist Carl Icahn, where 100% of donations go to saving dogs' lives. That's AAMCO.
Leon was about to leave the military.
My biggest concern was, what am I going to do next?
He found out about My Computer Career and their military transition program.
The Cyber Warrior program takes you from not knowing anything about a computer at all to being a subject matter expert.
How long is that going to take?
In the span of 4 months, I was able to get 4 different certifications.
4 months? Leon's advice?
Highly recommended.
Become a certified cyber warrior in just months at mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary. VA education benefits available to those who qualify.
On BritBox, your next hidden gem is right around the corner.
If you're going to be bold, here is the place to do it.
Get ready for Britain's most anticipated series, streaming exclusively on BritBox. Catch new seasons of favourites, including Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
You want someone to get murdered?
And the eagerly awaited new adaptation of Agatha Christie's iconic detective duo, Tommy and Tuppence.
Do you think we're actually really good at this?
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch with a free trial.
You know, speaking of technology and business and lying and all of that, George Clark mentioned today earlier that, okay, what are you trying to go see a show, right?
Yeah, well, yes.
Is this TM? Is this Ticketmaster? Or
Yes.
Okay, so it's telling you that in order to get the tickets?
Yeah, this is brand new. I used it only a couple days ago, and it didn't ask me to do this. Today I was trying to use the Ticketmaster app, and it said that I had to upload a picture of my ID and my face.
Okay, so this is happening more and more. And I'm assuming that these are scams, but I think more and more places are asking to, but this is so irresponsible that you're going to put this up on it's going to be sitting on a server somewhere in the cloud to be hacked? So either it's a scam, did you look it up as to whether it's a scam?
It's not a scam. It's so I opened the Ticketmaster app. I mean, I don't know how.
Well, I don't know. Could you hack it? Could you hack inside of an app? I don't know.
How could that be legal to do? Here, I gave you money, give me a ticket.
Right, and you should be able to prove who you are with a physical ID at the door. So it's just to keep you from being, it's just.
Yeah, I wasn't able to sign in at all unless it said.
I'm going to look up right now. Is there a Ticketmaster? You know, I thought my wife had been scammed with a Verbo thing, and they needed it. I was at the airport. They're like, no, we're not going to let you in unless you do this.
I think it has to do with verifying your account because, maybe it seems like there's some suspicious activity on his account, and so they want to verify that it's actually him doing it. But you're right; it is a risky, weird move.
And also, it's wrong for them to even do this because if I'm a bad guy, I'm going to notice that legitimate places are doing this, and I'm going to start mirroring. Once somebody does this once or twice, and it's legitimate. Then you just open it up for everything else.
Apparently for pre-sale signups, it's common to do that. Then they are doing it.
Were you doing a pre-sale? So this is about scalping.
It is, yes. It says here to prevent bot traffic, mass scalping, and fraudulent account activity during high demand.
You know how they used to do that? Used to walk up to a window and say,
yes.
I'd like 2 tickets to blah, blah, blah.
Here you go.
Yeah. Here you are.
Here's some cash.
Yeah, here's some money. Yeah, here's some tickets, and okay.
It does feel like the beginning of building my digital ID, so I can get my.
Of course, it's all going to be abused. That's what I'm saying. It's all going to be abused eventually. It may be I mean, somebody needs to show me on a computer why I should feel that Palantir will never get that information. Otherwise, I'm going to assume they've already got it or they're going to get it.
And it reminds me of the COVID thing. You know, when they first wanted you to get your vaccine, that was exactly where they want you to upload your verification. Was the ticketing sites, the things they know you want to do in a group.
Yeah. And you're especially paranoid about stuff like that. But every once in a while, they say about paranoia, it's if everybody's out to get you, it's not paranoia. You're just being smart. But I feel like this is completely irresponsible. It's like at work. You watch these videos. They say never open a link in the email, and then they decide to present something and say, "Well, open this link in the email." It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
It's like, no, but this link's fine. This one's okay.
Yeah. As if a bad guy would, hey, add this link's fine to that. Like, this link's fine. Well, hey, it said this link's fine. It's just like one of those things like, no, if you don't want that to happen, then the official thing should be that you as an institution never do it. And if we don't want rampant, more than we already have, identity theft, but now using this thing, telling people to upload their face next to their ID, once you normalize that, you don't think the bad guys are going to be like, okay, now that people are used to doing that and they think it's legitimate. I mean, I don't know how much you get from an ID. I don't know how much information you get.
I mean, there's significant information on there.
What I would worry, and this is what I was worried about with the VRBO, was maybe you don't get a whole lot out of a driver's license, but there may be like a place, like a LexisNexis for bad guys.
There absolutely is.
Yeah, and then you go in and you pull everything else out and you put together a bio and then you know.
There are these groups on WeChat or something, one of those like chat things that people use, maybe Signal or something.
Yeah.
And it's all like scammers, and they get on a group chat and they're like referred to each other through like Reddits and 4chan and stuff, and then they all hang out there and they give each other scripts that they've purchased off of like the dark web, you know, of what to say to people, how to run scams, you know, and then they sell information just like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's like, you can take one piece of information. That's why things are different now. You know, I talked about this yesterday with the flock cameras. Well, you're in public. Well, that used to be a thing. But once you come in with like technologies like Palantir, it's not just a matter of, well, hey, you were at Centennial Park. You can't expect privacy. Well, we all understand that. But in a world where they're trying to create facial recognition bios and all this stuff, just actually capturing this stuff that we used to think was like, well, you're in public, that's the way that it is, it's going to be used against you. We're in a new world now where our old ideas about public-private don't even exist anymore.
So I'm looking into, so they use a third party called Persona to do all this ID verification. The Founders Fund, led by billionaire Peter Thiel.
What a surprise! The same man who brought you Palantir.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for Superior Plumbing. When I had a clogged pipe in my home, Superior Plumbing came to the rescue, and they showed up sooner than they said, which saved my time. They assessed the problem, gave me several options, and the quotes, which were shockingly low, by the way. Then they did the work in a very professional and speedy manner, saving even more of my time and money. Founded in 1988, they're family owned and operated, which means they're proven and trusted. Ladies and gentlemen, what more can you ask for? Superior Plumbing values your time by not making you wait all day for them to arrive. They are experts and licensed plumbers, and the price was more than fair. Go to superiorplumbing.com or call 770-422-7586. That's 770-422-7586. superiorplumbing.com, the honest plumber, and tell them Shelley Winter sent you.
You don't need to tell me budgets are tight. Economic uncertainty, global politics, AI taking jobs we used to think were safe. Nobody wants to spend money they don't have to. But you've got to do something nice for your family, don't you? A cookie for the dog, nice dinner for you and your better half. Wouldn't it be nice to do something special for the house you love without breaking the bank just to do it? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A new garage door can completely transform the look of your property. For way less than a major renovation or landscaping project, modern designs, whisper quiet, connects with your phone and your fancy new car. A few $1,000s can literally change the appearance of your whole house. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come show you the difference we can make. And that part won't cost you a dime.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, the legal fight over Georgia's 2021 voting maps is kicked back to a lower court. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
A previous ruling found that Georgia's political maps diluted black votes and didn't comply with standards in the Voting Rights Act. But following a recent Supreme Court decision, the appeals court wants Judge Steve Jones to look at the maps again using the new standard. WSB senior legal analyst Ron Carlson explains plaintiffs will have a higher burden of proof.
They will have to establish there was intentional racial discrimination in drawing that map.
He expects the judge will consider the legislative history as a key part of any future decisions on the maps. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
90 degrees in Atlanta. Will we see an increase in storm chances through the end of the week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Meta is paying up big time after it's accused of getting kids addicted to its social media platforms.
This is a major breakthrough, a milestone moment, a watershed moment.
California's Attorney General calls it a significant victory for families across the country. Georgia is getting a large chunk of the money.
State Attorney General Chris Carr says Georgia could receive almost $135 million of the $17 billion settlement with Meta. It's the largest state consumer protection settlement in history outside the big tobacco settlement of the 1990s. Under the deal, Meta must also put in place a sweeping set of safety features to protect kids on its Instagram and Facebook platforms. Carr and other state AGs had accused Meta of designing its platforms with addictive features, exposing young users to serious mental health issues. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Some Cobb County teachers who walked out of a speech by the superintendent say they are now being questioned by the school district. Cobb County Association of Educators President Jeff Hubbard says they fear there's going to be retaliation.
What we have been told is that next steps will be addressed next week.
In response, a district spokesperson says leadership is continuing conversations with individual educators to ensure alignment and communication. Decatur police warn residents about someone impersonating an officer.
The scammer is pretending to be Decatur Police Patrol Sergeant Billy Fields, pressuring residents to send money and give up credit or debit card information. Lieutenant John Bender says while the impersonator could target older adults, anyone could be a victim.
These calls kind of go out every day to random people.
Bender says there is no reason, whether that's missed jury duty or an arrest warrant, for any law enforcement agency to call someone and demand for some form of payment. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A major milestone in the city of Woodstock's transportation future.
This is huge because this is going to allow us to program out all of our transportation planning and projects for the next 5 years.
Deputy City Manager Cody Thigpen says the comprehensive transportation plan will look at how to relieve traffic and congestion on major corridors in Woodstock, but they'll also consider improving sidewalks, bicycle and trail connectivity, and even golf cart travel. The city will get public input before putting the plan in place at the end of next year. A new UGA study finds the blue light from your phone, computer, and TV could be causing eye issues.
Researchers in Athens tested 60 young adults in a vision experiment. They viewed adjustable blue, green, yellow, red, and broadband light sources and indicated when they could distinguish two separate points of light. Blue light produced the greatest amount of light scatter and optical abrasions, and the lighter the eye color, the worse it was, says UGA researcher Yao Buombing.
So lighter colored eyes are really impacted by this.
He says it could result in blurred vision, even pain. He recommends wearing blue light filtering glasses. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Uber is rolling out a new feature designed to give parents peace of mind. The rideshare company is unveiling live video streaming for Uber Teen accounts. It allows a linked parent or guardian to peek in on a teenager's ride in real time through the front-facing camera on the driver's phone. The stream is also encrypted. The new feature will be available in 9 markets, including here in Atlanta. It is 4:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
Travel advisory continues into Union City and Fairburnville. Tractor trailer fire. This thing is still smoldering. They're still trying to put it out. 85 southbound, just below Highway 138, exit 64. 2 right lanes are blocked. That means 2 left lanes are all that's open, and it is a mess all the way back up toward Old National Highway at the 85-285 interchange. You can use Highway 29 as an alternate. Looking for new trouble in Stockbridge, 75 northbound, just north of Hudson Bridge Road, slow zone filling in there. And into DeKalb County on the south side perimeter, there is a crash in the left lane, 285 eastbound, the outer loop before Flat Shoals Parkway, causing delays back toward I-675. Watching the ride through downtown Atlanta, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
Your ride into downtown is slow on 75-85 northbound right before University Avenue. Those delays should break free once you get past those Georgia Tech buildings around North Avenue, but the ride is also sluggish around 75-85 southbound heading into Midtown at 17th Street with that backup stretching down towards I-20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies for this evening, an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm possible. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the upper 80s. Scattered rain showers continue for Friday.
Storm tracker radar right now picking up just a few rain showers around Metro Atlanta. It's 87 in Mableton, 93 in Decatur, and 87 in Fayetteville. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm happy to be able to report that Prince Harry and his wife Meghan have arrived in the UK in their private jet to make a fresh start in Britain. That's what this AP story says. But I just
nice to be back. So
is it? Is it nice to be back?
Very much. I love being back. Yes.
You can have your mushy peas again.
Mushy peas and money and wealth. And
well, you got the money and the wealth.
I mean, it's right.
I mean, you grifted everything you could out of.
We got
out
a lot
of America.
Of guilty, goofy white American.
There was a story yesterday, a headline that I saw where it said that they're only staying until the fall.
The kids are starting school.
That's what it said, and I saw this thing, and I'm like, this might be like just another part of the grift. Hey, people aren't talking about us.
I saw something that she's doing some acting.
That's another thing is some people believe that she leaked that to make it seem, and then there are some people feeling like maybe she was up for a role, but then she puts it out there that she got it, which puts them in a weird place.
And the role is being shot in England?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a series. Is it a series or is it the new Guy Ritchie movie or something? I don't know. But I think this whole thing is, again, I think it's, if you just look at it as like what content creators do, what the Jake Pauls of the world do, what the President of the United States does. Anytime people, the biggest influencer. Yeah, like anytime people aren't talking about you, you call up Mike Tyson and say, I know you're 150 years old, but let's do a fight, and let's get people talking about it. It's not going to be a real fight. It's not actually going to be entertaining, but people are going to get excited.
I'll stand there and let you hear me.
And I think I'm starting to think that, well, it's just another one of those things. Everything's failed. So let's get on a high. We're returning to the UK. And then, like, by next summer, they'll be back in America.
Let's check the VRBO record, the Verbo record. Check the Airbnb records. Is this something that's going to be like a long-term rental?
Yeah.
Let's check it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. Are they buying anything over there?
I don't think so. But the kids start school next week is what it says here in this Daily Mail article.
Yeah, but, international students, that people do this all the time, where you start a school somewhere and you end up somewhere else because, dad's... nobody knows why he has we know why he has. Dad has a bunch of money he's never earned, and or mom, or both.
By the way, their private jet from L.A. to Britain, only $12,000 an hour.
Oh, well, that's, those
relatable.
guys, really, they are relatable. They're all so relatable.
Megan wanted a little bit more, but $12,000 she thought
get
was
that out of the ATM.
And by the way, they'll step right off of it and tell you about how we all need to do more for climate.
$12,000 an hour.
There's no one left. You know who's left? Your crazy Aunt Janine or something. If you're looking for wisdom in this world, you can only go to the people who don't have an angle. Your crazy Uncle Fred. You know, like at least they're telling you what they think. They're not trying to get money from you. They're not. There's no one left other than like that aunt or uncle who are like, yeah, you know what? He seems to know what he's talking about. And when he talks to me, it doesn't seem like he's trying to get me to give him money. There's no one to follow or believe anymore. You know, everything is a PR. I guess it started with like, I'm a brand now, or I don't know.
Well, everybody's a brand. That's
Meghan and Harry are a
money.
brand.
Do you want to make money outside of what we do for a living?
Yeah.
You got to be a brand. And then you got to have a substance. I know we are, but you're on a radio. That's your grandfather into the old way of doing it.
Yeah, the old school.
You guys will be happy to know
old school branding.
Yeah.
That what dropped today, by the way.
Ow!
Sorry.
Although, wait a minute. Hold on. That actually didn't hurt. I thought it was going to hurt, but it actually.
It's one of those cold ones.
Ooh, I like it.
Megan did make the announcement today. She has spiced apple butter available.
Oh.
You guys, I've got spiced apple butter. It's going to be amazing. And you know what I love the most is, babe?
It's terrible.
Babe, no.
Put it on your toast.
H, please.
Well, you know, you're in England now, so he's going to feel like he's
Prince
got
Harry
the
suffice. I don't need H anymore. We're in my country now. You can call me Prince Harry. Or Your Majesty.
Okay, great, babe.
Sire.
Anyway,
or my lord.
What I love
or my
about
lord.
this
My lord.
apple butter,
whatever it is.
That it really brings people together. And what I love doing the most is when people come together.
Harry, allow the lady to speak.
Please.
Shit, we're not in America, do you understand?
He's so funny.
Yes, I'm very hilarious.
Okay.
You know what my
who's grifting on whom here? Like which one is using the other to grift?
Well, I mean,
join my Substack and watch me behead her.
Are you sending her to the Tower of London?
She might go there. Yeah.
That flight that they took today, or I guess a couple of days ago, cost $84,000. So maybe if she sells enough spiced apple butter,
yeah, it's gonna get you. You better start selling again. You better start moving that spiced apple butter.
Is that a lot of our SKUs they sell out within the hour, which
right.
you learn a lot.
You
don't learn a lot from, but
to the yacht
it's
for you.
Babe, please, I just
There's always going to be a Saudi prince.
So it's fascinating. They spent $85,000 to get from Montecito, California to
Britain,
London.
Yeah,
Britain.
I guess Birmingham, technically.
England.
And then they're going to talk to us about how we need to have fresh water in African villages, which of course we do. That's a good cause. The people who are they're way too good to get on a there were commercial airlines. My understanding is I looked it up.
Really?
Yeah, you
fly to Britain?
You can do it. You can do it for like under $1,000 a piece. You put it all together with the family, you could probably do it, $5,000.
Get a bundle.
Then you've got to
you're only going one way.
You got to sit next to mouth breathers.
Yes, the riffraff. Well, you could be in first class. You can get one of those ones where you can kind of close the door.
Even then,
No
what
thanks.
if somebody gets an
No, thank
upgrade?
you.
We're not doing
Guys,
that.
no, really. H, no.
What are you talking about?
It's a hard no. We're not flying commercial or
really would
first class
expect
or
you to not
anything.
talk. I'm reasserting my.
But that's the world we live
male
in. That's the
dominance.
world we live in. The people who are preaching to us that we need to be better with our resources and this climate thing, and we gotta. And then they take a private jet across the Atlantic Ocean. First of all, those are small, man. I wouldn't want to be in a private jet going over the Atlantic Ocean.
No, you
I don't know
some turbulence.
why. I don't know. Yeah, that turbulence got to be horrible.
Sleep.
It's not one of those little Learjets. How big is a? Obviously, there's not enough fuel on a Learjet. How big is a private jet that goes?
This one looks
now. Can fuel? Did it land in New York and fuel?
No,
or
it
did
went
it
all
have,
the way across. It
they had
looks
the
like
fuel from California to London.
I think it probably stopped on the East Coast once,
Yeah,
and then before
got to.
heading over. But I mean, it's pretty good size. It's not like one of the small, tiny PJs. It's a good size PJ.
Yeah, but not like a. I don't know why. It seems strange to me that a larger, heavier plane I feel more comfortable in. You'd think that'd be harder to fly. But I don't know. but I feel more comfortable as a second. It just seems like, okay, I'm in a real vehicle here. Those little private planes. We interviewed Kyle Busch once, and we interviewed him in the rest in peace. We interviewed him in the limo on the way to the airport. We literally, at the end of the interview, we drove up onto the tarmac right next to the private plane he was getting on. And I couldn't believe how tiny it was. This Learjet was just tiny. I know this isn't, but I'm just saying that I wouldn't fly in that thing. It just doesn't seem like it has enough. It doesn't seem like it could put up a good fight if necessary. I guess that's what I'm thinking about jumbo jets. It just seems like they could put up a good fight if Mother Nature was to toss something strange at us.
Harry wanted to make sure that he had only the best for the Duchess of Sussex.
And of course.
Myself, I mean.
Yeah.
It says here they likely took their Bombardier Global Express XRS that could fit up to 13 to 19 passengers with luxury configurations, often featuring a double bed, private seating areas, and multiple restrooms.
What is going on through people's minds when they're on a private jet like that, flying across the Atlantic, thinking that we're here for the people? We speak for the people. Do they know it's a grift, or do they convince themselves that they're...
Meghan sort of knows that it's a grift, and she's doing a lot of weird stuff. Like, she's talked about their first night together or something like that, and they went just to this camp, and we slept in a tent, and you get to know somebody when you're in a tent. Smash cut to the tent. It's this glamping giant 4-room tent, bungalow, butler, pool, you know what I mean? It's like, it wasn't
something you see at Lawrence of Arabia when he goes up to one of the local chieftains or something.
Make sure your baggage
we shared a
upstairs.
sleeping bag,
Well, it's like Ivanka Trump when she was talking on that thing about how they discovered that island that they're trying to steal from the Albanians. It's like, we were on a boat and we went swimming. They were on a boat. They were on a super yacht that was owned by one of the richest people alive.
We were just on a little boat. And
on a boat. And
we just saw this really lovely little island.
And we thought that should be ours. I'd say good afternoon to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a truck fire. We're starting with a truck fire on 85 South in Union City.
Coming in hot, Eric. Good afternoon, my friend, to you and the Doctrinaires. It is no fun leaving the airport on 85 southbound. That truck fire cleanup, they're still trying to get this thing under control just below Highway 138, exit number 64. 2 right lanes are blocked. It's got 285 west even slowing back at Riverdale Road, just trying to get onto 85 south. You can use Highway 29, Old National Highway, a couple of alternates to consider to get you south toward Union City and Fairburn, and maybe a little better news on 285 in DeKalb County. Isabella Rodriguez.
Better news indeed on the southeast side of the perimeter. That earlier crash on 285 eastbound just before Flat Shoals Road has cleared. It was blocking 2 left lanes, but now all lanes are back open and the delays approaching I-20 are improving. This report is sponsored by Whole Food Market. Crisp fall flavors start at Whole Food Market. Get organic Honeycrisp apples for $3.49 per pound with Prime through September 1st. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Grocery prices keep going up, but WSB's Grand for Groceries will help.
You can really use the drive out now.
5 chances a day to win $5,000.
Oh no!
Your next chance to win is coming up at 5. WSB's Grand for Groceries from 95.5 WSB.
Most home sellers get one offer. It's somewhere between lowball and not good enough. Orchard changes that. With Orchard's new Orchard Offers, you don't just get one offer. You get multiple cash offers from serious investors all competing for your home. That's right. Make investors compete with Orchard's cash offer marketplace. Here's how it works. You work with an Orchard agent who submits your home to their exclusive network of hundreds of local cash buyers. They come to you with offers. You review them all and pick the best one on your terms. So you don't have to settle on one offer or worry about leaving money on the table. You see every offer side by side. That's how you know you're getting top dollar. Orchard Offers means no repairs, no showings, no drawn-out process. Before you accept any offer, see them all first. Get a free home valuation and see your offers today with Orchard Offers. Go to Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
At Choice Men's Health, patients are experiencing positive results for treatment of ED and performance issues in the bedroom. Here's Bill's story.
I'm a 60-year-old man who moved to the area recently. I suffer from diabetes and I'm taking heart medication. Unfortunately, one of the symptoms I've experienced for the past 5 years is ED, which has had a major impact on the intimacy my wife and I have always enjoyed. I've tried all the pills, and like a lot of people with diabetes, they just weren't effective. My wife heard a commercial on this radio station, and she made an appointment for me with Choice Men's Health. I was blown away by how effective it was. My marriage has never been better. I truly believe it made all the difference. I'm grateful for my wife for making the appointment, and I highly recommend you go see Choice Men's Health and get back in the game.
Call Choice Men's Health at 404-400-1170. They guarantee results in the first visit, or the exam is free. Call for your appointment today. Choice Men's Health, 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Coolray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and they're making this month unforgettable. Right now, you can upgrade your home comfort with a new Carrier cooling system starting at just $60 a month. The Georgia heat is here, and if your AC struggled last summer or you're worried about rising repair costs, now is the time to replace. For 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted Coolray to keep their homes comfortable. To set an appointment today, simply go to Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
You don't need to tell me budgets are tight. Economic uncertainty, global politics, AI taking jobs we used to think were safe. Nobody wants to spend money they don't have to. But you've got to do something nice for your family, don't you? A cookie for the dog, nice dinner for you and your better half. Wouldn't it be nice to do something special for the house you love without breaking the bank just to do it? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. A new garage door can completely transform the look of your property. For way less than a major renovation or landscaping project, modern designs, whisper quiet, connects with your phone and your fancy new car, a few $1,000s can literally change the appearance of your whole house. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come show you the difference we can make. And that part won't cost you a dime.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
The wait is over. AC/DC's back live Power Up Tour this Thursday night. Mercedes-Benz Stadium with the Pretty Reckless. Don't wait. Buy your ticket right now. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. August 27th, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Don't miss AC/DC. Oh, yeah!
Odd story. Dateline, New Jersey. New Jersey restaurant. This is from Channel 4 in New Jersey. Somewhere in New Jersey. Unless they only have one NBC affiliate. Actually, it's New York. It's Channel 4 in New York. New Jersey restaurant apologizes for unfortunate birthday message on woman's dessert. She's in a wheelchair. She's been in a wheelchair since she was 2 years old. She was celebrating her 29th birthday at a place called Blue, or it's called Blue on the Hudson. Do with that what you will. I'm just reading the story here. BLU. Blue on the Hudson. Where do you go? Hey, I don't know. Blue on the Hudson. Sounds like something where somebody just suddenly disappeared. I don't know. He blew on the Hudson. I have no idea. So she gets, the happy birthday thing. They're having at the end the dessert, the free dessert that comes to her with a candle on it, and the message on the pastry thing. I don't know if it was cake or whatever. It said, "Happy birthday, wheelchair." Which
that's terrible.
Maybe the wheelchair was having a birthday.
Yeah.
Of course, we're laughing because of the obvious idiocy of this. And how could this happen? And actually, the explanation is pretty believable if you've ever worked in restaurants. It may not be the thing that people like to hear, that you would be identified by something like that. But basically what happened was it was a miscommunication. The birthday dessert goes to the wheelchair table, right? That's like, if you want, it just said, so
The person decorating it maybe didn't speak English?
I don't know. Didn't get the whatever. The message was not clear, and it went to where it should have. So somebody's saying to the other server, "Happy birthday to the wheelchair" or something like that, and then the person putting the message down put exactly that on the message. And I think now they have apologized. But how far does it go? Do you sue? I don't know. There was something else that happened recently that. Is it who's the actor? Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. He doesn't want Warner Brothers to be taken over by Paramount.
Yeah.
And he said it in such a way that people accused him of being an anti-Semite, which is like, why are you wasting your time? There's a difference between saying, and listen, Mark Ruffalo and his politics are very, very far away from mine. But I think you've got, there's no evidence from this guy's life that I've ever seen or known that he's anti-Semitic. But, and things like this can happen where you say something that it's not artful the way you say it, whatever, and people just pounce, and just say, well, it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. If you say something to somebody that you have no idea that it has a history of racism or whatever, in a sane world, it's pretty simple, folks. You're off the hook. It should be that simple. Racism, anti-Semitism, any kind of hatred for others is in your heart, and it's in your mind, and it's in your soul. If it doesn't exist there, it doesn't exist. You can't cling to a faux pas and pretend that it exists. And you're not doing your cause, whatever it is, any good by doing that. Alex Williams says 85 South is jammed leaving the airport.
Yeah, all due to this tractor-trailer fire south of the city, Eric, that's in 2 right lanes, 85 southbound, Highway 138 exit 64, and they are going to be out there for quite a while trying to clean up this mess. It is still smoking and smoldering, that tractor-trailer, or the trailer of it is at least, and you are seeing those delays on 85 south, almost back to Riverdale Road, leaving the airport. Don't even try it. Use your surface streets, Highway 29, Highway 279, which is Old National Highway. Those will help get you around that. Looking for new trouble right now in Lithia Springs. I see delays forming on I-20 westbound, approaching Thornton Road, exit 44. We're going to look into that. And new trouble heading toward Midtown, Isabella Rodriguez.
We have our eyes on a stalled vehicle on 85 southbound just past Georgia 400. The stalled vehicle is knocking out a center left lane, and it's also getting slow approaching the Midtown area with delays starting at 75-85 southbound at 17th Street. This report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Reliable Heating and Air reminds you that if your AC is running longer but your home's still not comfortable, don't ignore it. Visit reliableair.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDeal.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
We know our Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows let more light into people's homes. And leaning into our faith lets our light shine even brighter.
It's Ted and Jonathan from NG Windows, a locally owned business built on faith. Serving homeowners is our mission, with no pressure or pricing games.
A little light goes a long way. Window and door shopping made simple at ngwindows.com.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
This kitchen is insane. New counters, new floors. Who did this?
My house.
Your house did your kitchen?
Yep. I used a HomeTap home equity investment to get cash from the equity I already had, with no monthly payments or impact on my mortgage rate.
So your home paid for itself. That's genius.
Huh. I guess I am a genius.
All right, easy there.
HomeTap lets you turn your home equity into cash with no monthly payments. It's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair Simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair Summer Sales Event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Every year, summer ends and the kids go back to school. This year, I'm going back too at My Computer Career. They helped me get financial aid, and I got to choose online or on-campus classes that fit my needs. Now I'm on a fast track to a high-demand IT career where the rewards can finally match my value. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. That's mycomputercareer.edu. It's never too late to go back to school.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story, Georgia could get almost $135 million after Meta agrees to a massive settlement over claims its social media apps are addictive to children. Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says Meta also agrees to make a number of changes to its platforms to protect kids.
A default daily time limit of 2 hours for users under the age of 18, a ban on displaying numbers of likes or reactions to users under age 18, a ban on cosmetic procedure image filters, the option for some users under 18 to have a non-personalized feed. That is significant because that gets at algorithmic changes with these platforms.
The total payout by Meta adds up to $17 billion. It is 91 degrees in Atlanta. Will we see any storms around tonight? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. After a Supreme Court ruling on gerrymandering, a federal appeals court orders a judge to review his decision invalidating Georgia's 2021 voting maps. WSB senior legal analyst Ron Carlson says plaintiffs will face an uphill battle.
They'll have to prove that the lawmakers, or at least some of them, important ones of them, were moved by racial animus to draw the map in a way they did. It's going to be a difficult burden of proof.
He expects the dispute to go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. This decision will not have any impact on the maps for this year's November midterms in Georgia. Some Cobb County teachers who walked out of a speech by the superintendent are now being questioned about it.
Some teachers are reportedly being asked why they left the superintendent's kickoff speech early and who gave them permission. Cobb County Association of Educators President Jeff Hubbard is pushing back.
These people are adults.
The nearly hour-long speech raised controversial issues, including recent decisions to remove certain books from school libraries.
Many people felt like their professionalism was being attacked.
A district spokesperson tells me leadership is continuing conversations with individual educators to ensure alignment and communication. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The Decatur Police Department sends out a warning today about someone impersonating an officer. The scammer pretends to be Sergeant Billy Fields, asking people for money after missing jury duty or for arrest warrants.
They demand that the victim pay them some type of money over the phone.
Lieutenant John Bender with the Decatur Police Department says no law enforcement agency will ever call you asking for money. A 14-time convicted felon who once killed a man over a $10 drug debt is sentenced to 14 years in federal prison after he's found guilty of unlawful possession of a firearm. Atlanta U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says Jesse James Williams is a violent convicted felon with a history of drug trafficking, robbery, and weapons offenses in Metro Atlanta. He says the sentence sends an unmistakable message. Repeat offenders who arm themselves and endanger the community will be removed from our streets. Fans are paying their respects to the late Dolly Parton today. Correspondent Will Reeve is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, outside Dollywood.
There are many tributes pouring in here in Pigeon Forge and just miles up the road where Dolly was born, and here at Dollywood, the place synonymous with Dolly Parton. It's her amusement park where she held the title of Dreamer-in-Chief, and over 3 million people each year visit Dollywood. Undoubtedly, many more will be coming here in the days and weeks and months ahead to pay their respects to the woman who became an icon in these parts here.
Tim Curry has died.
Don't get strung out.
The British actor-singer was 80 years old. He was famous for his role as Dr. Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He'd been ill for years. He was also in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. At least 47 Americans are among the missing after severe flash flooding rips through the valleys of northern Nepal. The death toll now at least 160, with hundreds more missing. It is 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Big old mess continues into Union City, Bill, with this tractor-trailer fire cleanup. 85 southbound, Highway 138, exit 64. Still 2 right lanes blocked. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Delays stretching back up onto 285 west as you leave Riverdale Road. Don't even try to get on 85 south. You can use Highway 29, Old National Highway, Highway 314, or even a wider berth, take 75 southbound through Stockbridge as an alternate there. And trouble, we found it, that's slowing you down out toward Lithia Springs. Right lane blocked, I-20 westbound at Thornton Road, exit number 44. What's 85 looking like toward Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
The ride on 85 northbound is slow past Jimmy Carter Boulevard, but that slowdown clears once you get past Beaver Ruin Road. From there, that ride breaks free, but you'll hit another pocket of delays farther north into Suwannee with traffic stacking up around Sugarloaf Parkway. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies this evening with an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm moving through. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, scattered rain showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. Highs in the upper 80s. Scattered showers continue on Friday.
And Storm Tracker radar shows a few pockets of rain around metro Atlanta. A little bit of rain in South DeKalb into Henry and Clayton counties. It's 91 in College Park, 89 in Conyers, 89 in Smyrna. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
The Steel Horse law name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies. We make them pay.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
$2,100. That's 3 months of groceries. $2,100. That's the tax increase Senator Jon Ossoff supported in Washington. Ambitious and liberal, Senator Ossoff voted with national Democrats for a $2,100 tax increase. Senator Ossoff voted to gut the child tax credit for middle-class families. He voted for higher taxes on Social Security recipients earning under $75,000 a year. He even voted to keep taxing tips and overtime pay for hardworking people struggling to get by. A $2,100 tax increase on the average Georgia family? Senator Ossoff's tax hikes would have been devastating. Senator Jon Ossoff is driven by advancing his political ambitions and becoming a Democrat celebrity. He doesn't care about people like you. Call Senator Ossoff today at 202-224-3521 and tell him to stop voting for higher taxes. Paid for by One Nation.
Think you can't afford a new roof, windows, and doors? You can. The Roof Guys at Finley make it affordable with 0% financing and payments starting at just $139 a month. Get started at finleyroofing.com.
If you've been thinking about selling your home this year, now is the time. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. When you receive a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, there's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, BR, said, Mark Spain Real Estate sold my home within 30 days. I definitely recommend them to my friends and family. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
I have to say, I don't understand. I don't get it. The whole thing around this movie called Primetime, where Robert Pattinson plays Chris Hansen, who's the host of, was it How to Catch a Predator? To Catch a Predator. Was that a show or was it just a part of Dateline?
Pretty sure it was its own show.
Did it start on Dateline?
It was an offshoot of Dateline.
Okay. So apparently they told Chris Hansen about this, so it didn't blindside him, but I don't get the feeling that he's in love with it. He seems to not understand what the point of this movie is. Now, I don't know if he's seen it yet or not. I don't really quite understand what the point of maybe it's going to be a great movie. Pattinson is certainly a very good actor.
So they don't have a plan to follow a certain story or one of their more famous stories?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I read a thing where Chris Hansen basically said, "Look, I think we had the audio." He's just like, "I don't know. I
don't know what it's about."
I don't. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He had that because he was still had that voice like this.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
What is it about?
I imagine it's about the show, but maybe they're being
Is it
smart.
a creation of it? Is it?
Yeah, here he is.
A specific thing.
So I'm going to see it.
Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
What are your thoughts on the trailer?
It looks dramatic.
Okay.
It looks very dramatic.
Okay.
But again, I've been busy being the real Chris Hansen,
Yeah.
so I don't have a lot of time to focus on the fake Chris
You
Hansen
can't
in the
focus
movies.
on Robert Pattinson cosplaying.
I mean,
you.
I know that
Yeah.
he's a very popular actor.
What?
I know that the director is a popular guy. But I also have some questions. What's Hollywood's motive here?
And that's it. That one right there. What is Hollywood's motive?
Capitalize on a sensational show from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a very popular actor.
You're the real Chris Hansen.
He played Batman.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is their angle here?
He sounds a little bit like a young Andy Rooney, if anybody remembers Andy Rooney's voice.
I have enough friends. Why do people want to meet children? It's a horrible thing.
So this story is about how Chris Hansen is going to buy ads before every screening of Primetime. I don't know if it's the first weekend or... And the point is he's going to use it to direct his audiences to True Blue, his streaming network devoted to the same kind of predator investigations that made him famous.
No one's going to kill themselves on this one.
Like how? First of all, don't you need a budget to be able to do this? You can't just go to some. I started my own streaming service. What's he going to start walking up to people in the middle of the streets? Hey, are you a bad guy? Like, don't you need like cooperation from the authorities? You need a lot going on.
He's only worth between 1.5 mil and 2 mil. Not like he's got a lot of money on hand.
Well, I just don't understand it. I
Greg just sent me a link saying that Hansen bought a bunch of ads for his show before every screening of Primetime.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
That's the point of this whole thing. That's
Hey,
why
did you
we're
know
talking
Chris
about
Hansen
this.
he bought a bunch of ad space?
Did you guys hear this? Did you hear about that Cardinal, that St. Louis rookie?
Unbelievable.
I don't know why that never happens to me, so I don't know what's going on.
Just tuning me out. Hey, I would love to see a shot of Tim Andrews. Like he just looks at me. He's like blah 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 blah.
I guess I was reading his text.
Yeah, you're reading. Yeah.
Well, look, you're just doubling down on the theme. Man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
Well,
with
he bought a bunch of ad space that's going to play before.
What?
Yeah.
So I saw the movie, but I'm not allowed to talk about it, and I bought ad space.
It's a movie called Primetime. I think it's about that show To Catch a Predator, right?
Yes.
But was that a show on what was it?
Dateline, maybe?
A standalone show? Yeah, was it on Dateline?
Hey, maybe. That's actually, in reality, that's the beginning of why this is hard to put your mind around this. Because it's about Chris Hansen and To Catch a Predator, but it's called Primetime, which there have been plenty of shows that have been called Primetime, along with the current coach of
the
Colorado,
it's about Deion Sanders.
Buffaloes.
The Buffs.
Yeah, the Buffs.
He has a cameo.
On the movie's Wikipedia that it's based off a 2007 Esquire article that centers around the title is Tonight on Dateline, This Man Will Die. So that guy that
So it's all about the reason it all went down.
To that.
Okay. I don't know how I missed that story in real time when it happened. When was it, like 2007 or something?
I suppose so, yeah.
Did you hear that he's buying ads before the screenings?
He is?
Greg just sent me an article about that.
By the way, Tim, thank you. You're always bringing something new to the table. And that's where the greatness comes from.
Did you guys hear that audio from Chris Hansen that he was talking to this girl?
He sounds like... There I got the girl right here. You want to ask Chris Hansen any other questions?
Yeah. Did you buy ads before the...
I did, but I can't talk about the movie.
Yeah.
But I did buy ads.
I like the idea. I know Robert Pattinson's popular.
He's a good actor. He
didn't say a good actor. He said popular.
I know he's popular.
Popular actor.
And then let's hear it one more time because it takes a while to get there. But when he says the director, it's just wind.
He almost says he's popular, but doesn't quite buy that.
And the director is. It just sounds to me like he just wind comes out of his throat.
So I'm going to see it.
Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
What are your thoughts on the trailer?
It looks dramatic.
Okay.
It looks very dramatic. But again, I've been busy being the real Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of time to focus on the fake Chris
You
Hansen
can't
in the
focus
movies.
on Robert Pattinson cosplaying.
I mean,
you.
look, I know he's a very popular actor.
Sounds like Wes.
But I know that the director is a popular guy. But I also have some questions.
Stop. What happened there? He's a popular.
He's so exasperated. She's like,
And you know what? I'm glad you picked up on that because this time around I really picked up on the interviewer, and she makes a little joke, and then she laughs at it. Because Robert Pattinson cosplays. Let's just listen to her on this time around.
So I'm going to see it.
Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
What are your thoughts on the trailer?
It looks dramatic.
Okay.
It looks very dramatic. But again, I've been busy being the real Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of time to focus on the
Not
fake
funny.
Chris
You
Hansen
can't
in the
focus
movies.
on Robert Pattinson cosplaying.
I mean,
you.
look, I know that he's very.
she's laughing at so much.
These
She's
are
like
two of the
really
most-
enamored by this guy.
Yeah, two of the most
Well, he's
insincere
sexy.
people. Are you sexy?
I'm kind of a hot for an old guy.
I'm about to say it's those pipes, man.
I'm
You
also
sound
the
so
producer.
good.
He also produced it, Robert Pattinson.
She likes that voice.
Yeah, he produced it.
Yeah, being a producer.
He got killed by Voldemort in the Goblet of Fire.
Oh my god, I was 3 when that came out.
It's a good movie. How old are you now?
Old enough.
Why don't you have a seat right over there?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you're the last person.
You said you were going to bring razors.
You know what? I am so happy. This is the second time
Are you hungry for
this has
tacos?
come up. That's the third time there. There's certain things that I make myself just proud of myself. And the fact that I don't get one single reference to anything that happened on the show, I don't know why, just makes me feel, I don't, and as I was saying, I can't believe that the whole suicide part of all of this, which ended the show, right? I have no memory of that as covering it on the radio, or I'm sure we did.
Oh, we did.
But I don't remember, like, it doesn't stand out to me at all. I didn't know that the show ended in this big,
Dramatic way.
dramatic way. Yeah. So
Well, that's why I do it online now.
But
he's very
online.
popular.
I'm online.
You're very popular.
he was trying to say popular guy, right?
Very popular.
It's too far to go.
I mean, look, I know that he's a very
like Wes.
popular actor.
Here you go.
There it is. Popular actor.
No, keep going. It's the next
keep
one.
going.
It's not
He's
that.
a very popular actor. I know that the director is a popular guy. But
He's a popular.
Maybe
Maybe his affectation is so fake that it just dropped out there for a moment, and he's just gotta reset and get
Yeah, I
this
wonder what
voice.
what his touchstone is.
Yeah. He's had to have done radio before, right? With just the way that he
Oh
speaks.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's a radio d-bag, no doubt about it.
Come on up to the studio later.
Alex Williams.
I got some beer.
I'll bring cookies.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 20 West in Lithia Springs.
Yeah, right lane knocked out with it, Eric. 20 westbound just before Thornton Road, exit 44. So delays going back toward Riverside Parkway. And just found new trouble on I-20 West before that, trying to get outside the perimeter in West Atlanta. 20 West just past Holmes Drive, exit 52. That is knocking out a right lane. So those delays are already going back toward Langhorne Street. That's going to slow the ride as you leave downtown. Still watching a big old mess, 85 south of the city, Isabella Rodriguez.
Heads up in Union City, making your way into Fairburn. We're still seeing a vehicle fire on 85 southbound past Highway 138. That vehicle fire is still knocking out 2 right lanes, and that's causing some major delays that extend all the way back towards I-285. You'll want to avoid this slowdowns and use Highway 29 as an alternate. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
If you have the WSB radio app,
If you have the WSB
all
app,
the notifications you
If
need.
you have the
WSB app,
all
the local and breaking news alerts you need.
breaking news in Cobb County,
All in one place.
we'll send out an alert on the WSB
The
app.
95.5 WSB app.
download it from your app store today.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 25% upfront bonus? And are they promising you up to 9% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
You finally got that dream home. Then a pipe burst. Now you're draining your savings to drain the basement, and your other bills keep flooding in. But with HomeTap, you could tap into your home equity to cover renovations, debt, or whatever comes next. And unlike other home equity products, a HomeTap home equity investment has no monthly payments or impact on your mortgage rate. So consider using what you've already built. After all, it's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
Afternoon thunderstorms can turn a small roof problem into a big mess fast. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Water spots, dripping ceilings, missing shingles. That's your roof telling you it's time to call Dr. Roof. Whether you need a brand new roof or just a repair, Dr. Roof offers a price match guarantee and up to a 50-year workmanship warranty, the only one in town. Go to drroof.com right now for coupons. Dr. Roof, protect your home before the clouds roll in.
A healthy home is a Breda home. They keep yours bug and critter free inside and out. Breda's also proud to sponsor Scott's Leach, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Are your windows rotting, old, or do you want an updated look? You need a windows specialist.
It's Ted and Jonathan from NG Windows. All we do is windows and doors, and we only offer the very best. Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows.
They improve your home's energy efficiency, comfort, and curb appeal.
And your detailed installation will be quick, clean, and hassle-free. 0% interest available.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Tim Curry died. That's not good. Oh, he was 80, I guess. You get 80 years. Great actor. Also, I just always think about, I don't know if obviously everybody didn't go through this, and I don't even know if anybody goes through it now. But when I was coming up, there's a part of your teen years where the coolest thing in the world is to date the girl playing Columbia in the local version of Rocky Horror Picture Show that's being played out under the screen at 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why it was. It was always the girl who played Columbia was the coolest.
She the redhead.
Was that you, Autumn?
I dressed up as Columbia. I wasn't performing it, but I went to the first showing of it that I ever went to as dressed as Columbia. I put bottle caps under my shoes, so they were like tap shoes.
There you go. Like you went all the way.
I made my costume.
You know what's weird now is you've got a bunch of people who I guess see it first on streaming now or DVD or whatever, and I never watched it when it came out. It was a fun experience. I probably did it 3 times, like in my life. A fun experience. I was with a group of people who whatever, and yes, I was dating the girl who played. So I wasn't like into it, but I probably did it, Yeah, like 3 times. And I don't think that the movie itself is very good if you remove the audience and all the stuff that's going. Now, some of the songs are great.
Songs are amazing.
Some are,
Meatloaf is awesome.
The
Meatloaf
movie is
song.
great if you're into camp and drag.
But
and
I can't even
gender.
imagine watching it without an audience. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
it's fun.
And yet there are probably. It's fun because you've already watched it with an audience, so you know what that is.
I only saw it without an audience first.
Really?
Yes, and I loved it. And then I
Really?
was like, oh my God, there's a whole thing with the audience?
See, I've never watched it without an audience because my understanding was that that's how it turned into what it was. It was a complete flop when it came out. It wasn't made to be a midnight theater sensation. It was a complete flop. I think it got horrible reviews. And then it had this second life, kind of like, except I never saw this other one. What was it called? The Apartment or The Room? Or
The Room is
the one,
great too.
Yeah. Okay. Now, see that one. That's a different thing. We're all getting together and making fun of this director who thinks he's better than he is. Whereas Rocky Horror Picture Show was called Picture Show because it was the Rocky Horror Show on Off Broadway or whatever for a long time. So it was a show, and I think it was successful as a show. But then the movie itself flopped, and then it had this second life. So, but I haven't done that, Autumn. I've never watched it without an audience around me. Now, you were aware that this stuff happened, though, right?
No, I
You
didn't
had
know it
no
at first.
idea? Really?
No.
That's interesting. I can't imagine seeing it without an audience because maybe I'd be surprised.
I've always
you say
been
it
just
hangs
a little
together?
bit gay, It's
Huh?
just what I like. I've always been.
I
Just
know,
like
but that's okay. You could say gay movies, but there are good ones and there are bad ones. You can't.
No, but it's not
You're
about
saying
the
campy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same reason why I love Showgirls. Showgirls is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, Showgirls.
It's
They're trying
insanity.
to have a whole thing where like people are saying that Showgirls was actually a good movie.
It's not, but it's campy.
And
fun.
what's his face?
Yeah, it's
what's his face from Twin Peaks?
Kyle MacLachlan.
Kyle MacLachlan was at some sort of, I don't know if it was Comic-Con or something, and he's being asked questions about it, and he hates it. And the people in the audience are trying to convince him, no, people like it now. And he was like, well, good for you. It's like, I'm not joining in. Alex Williams says 85 South is now shut down in Union City.
Yeah, quite a situation we're watching here on the Jam Cam, Eric. They are dragging this tractor trailer that's still burning back up I-85 and northbound through the southbound lanes to try to get it off of the interstate, where they will continue dealing with that. In order to do so, they've had to shut down I-85 at Highway 138, exit 64 to clear that tractor trailer. So this red alert's only going to be temporary. They're going to get it out of the roadway, but for now, I would continue to avoid it. Highway 29, Old National Highway, or 75 South, some ways to avoid that jam on the south side. Couple of trouble spots we're watching on I-20 on the west side, Isabella Rodriguez.
On I-20 westbound, right before 285, we're tracking a crash that's knocking out a right lane. This crash is actually causing delays that extend back into the downtown area. And further west on I-20, we're seeing another crash, I-20 westbound before Thornton Road, also in the right lane, causing delays back towards 285. This report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to Mark Spain Real Estate to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta. I'm here with Kelly, a satisfied customer. How was your experience, Kelly, with RJ's Auto Body Plus?
My experience was great. I had an accident back in October, and the insurance company approved an aftermarket bumper. And honestly, it just didn't look right. It was wrong color, didn't match, stuck out just a little bit. I went back to RJ's, and I really appreciated them. They went and they fought the insurance company for me. They went back and forth with the insurance company and got them to approve a factory OEM bumper, meaning that it actually goes with my car.
That's a real live customer experience with RJ's Auto Body Plus. Go there now, ladies and gentlemen. Call 770-955-5020 or search RJ's Auto Body Plus. That's RJ's Auto Body Plus, 770-955-5020 or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
When it comes to public safety, Georgia has a voice in Washington. Congressman Mike Collins. Collins wrote the Laken-Riley Act, signed into law by President Trump, requiring federal detention of illegal immigrants charged with serious crimes. Collins wrote the Trank Act, signed into law by President Biden, cracking down on fentanyl-laced tranquilizers. 2 laws, 2 presidents, 1 priority: protecting Georgia families. Learn more. Visit collins.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Georgia's growing fast. That includes more large energy users like data centers choosing to do business here. The good news? Georgia Power says residential customers won't pay more because of it. Large load customers are required to fully fund the infrastructure needed to serve them, helping protect homeowners and small businesses from added costs. In fact, Georgia Power has frozen base rates through 2028, and beginning 2029, the typical residential customer could see annual savings in their bill averaging more than $100. Learn more at georgiapower.com/data centers.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, the legal fight over Georgia's voting maps. A lower court will now consider the case of the lines previously struck down by a judge.
Under the new standard established by a Supreme Court ruling this year, plaintiffs have to prove there was intentional racial discrimination when lawmakers were drawing the maps in 2021. WSB senior legal analyst Ron Carlson says that makes things complicated.
Presumably, the trial judge will look at the legislative history here, what was said during the debates over the 2021 plan.
The decision will not impact the maps for the November elections. Carlson says the dispute could go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
89 degrees in Atlanta with a few scattered rain showers around metro Atlanta at this hour. What are the storm chances tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Meta agrees to a massive settlement after it's accused of addicting kids to social media platforms.
When it comes to protecting our children's mental health, there is no time to lose.
California's Attorney General says it's a significant victory for families across the country, and Georgia is a part of the $17 billion settlement.
The state of Georgia is due between $100 million and $135 million under the terms of the deal with Meta. State AG Chris Carr credits Meta for being the first major platform to reach a comprehensive resolution on youth safety. He says the landmark agreement sets the standard for future cases. Under the settlement, Meta will also enact a series of safety measures on its Instagram and Facebook platforms, including time limits, nightly blocks, age verification, and stronger parental controls. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Some Cobb County teachers who walked out of a speech by the superintendent say they are now being questioned by district officials and they worry about retaliation. Cobb County Association of Educators President Jeff Hubbard says this is causing harm.
Quite honestly, it has taken the shine off at the beginning of the school year, and it has severely depressed morale.
And in response, a district spokesperson says leadership is continuing conversations with individual educators to ensure alignment and communication. A WSB scam alert. Decatur police warn of someone pretending to be one of their officers.
Calls are going out every day to residents, sometimes targeting older adults. Decatur Police Lieutenant John Bender says this impersonator is pressuring victims to hand over their debit or credit card information and send cash or gift cards to a specific location.
This is a nationwide problem. This doesn't just happen in Decatur. It just happens to be our turn right now.
The impersonator specifically claims to be Patrol Sergeant Billy Fields. Bender says no law enforcement agency will ever call someone asking for money. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
2 men are sentenced to federal prison for hiding over 700 pounds of meth in a tractor-trailer load of cucumbers outside a warehouse in Gainesville. Federal prosecutors say DEA agents arrested the men in June of 2025 after seeing them park their car next to the tractor-trailer. There they found 20 pallets of boxes containing cucumbers and thousands of individual individually wrapped packages of meth. Both men are sentenced to 15 years in prison. A new study from UGA shows the impact too much screen time is having on your eyes.
Your phone, computer, and TV all emit blue light, and University of Georgia researcher Yang Boangbing says it's hurting your eyes.
They don't have enough melanin to kind of absorb the intense light that's coming from the blue light.
He says they looked at adjustable blue, green, yellow, red, and broadband light sources, and the blue light produced more light scatter and optical problems than the other colors for those in the study. The impact is most intense, he says, for those who have lighter eyes. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Buc-ee's says it's seeking out conservative, business-friendly states for its new locations. The announcement comes after pushback over the company's decision to go after small businesses that have similar logos. CEO Arch Applin III says life's too short to build in places that people don't appreciate what you're bringing. There are currently 3 Buc-ee's locations in Georgia, with a 4th under construction. It is 5:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts with Alex Williams.
All lanes have reopened in Union City, Bill. 85 southbound below Highway 138 exit 64. Going to take a while for those delays to improve, though, because 285 west, the inner loop around the airport, is slow back through those airport tunnels, just trying to get over to I-85 southbound. Hang in there. It should start improving for you here before too long. 20 westbound, double trouble on the West Freeway. Stall in the right lane, 20 west past Holmes Drive, exit 52, causing delays out of downtown. And then past that, we've had trouble still in the right lane, 20 westbound at Thornton Road, exit 44. That's causing brake lights back to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Checking the slow ride through downtown Atlanta, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
We're seeing delays building into the Midtown area, especially on 75-85 southbound at 17th Street, with those backups stretching all the way down towards I-20. We're also seeing slowdowns into downtown on 75-85 northbound before University Avenue. Those delays should break free once you get past those Georgia Tech buildings around North Avenue. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Loud Security System, TrustDale.com Traffic Center, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies, warm and muggy this evening. An isolated rain shower or thunderstorm possible through the late night hours. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which may be heavy at times. Tomorrow's high is 87. Cloudy on Friday with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Drying out for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
And Storm Tracker radar picking up some rain now, mainly on the south side of Atlanta at this hour. The rain extends from Rockdale County into Henry County and Clayton County, all the way over into South Fulton. It is 91 in Norcross, 92 in Kennesaw, and 90 in Union City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword in WSB's A Grand for Groceries giveaway. This hour's keyword is escape. ESCAPE, escape. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/groceries for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is ESCAPE, escape. And we cannot escape from Dr. Joe because he's here. And it's Wednesday. It's Wellness Wednesday.
No escaping.
Dr. Joe, how are you?
Very happy, yes.
You seem very happy.
I am very happy.
Is this? Are you a mercurial person? Do you go up and down?
No, I'm pretty stable.
Yeah?
I'm just always happy. Maybe
I'm well adjusted.
Yeah, there you go.
You'll find a glass half full kind of person. That's who you are. You see the glass half full.
Absolutely. Yes.
I remember those days.
It's a good life. You have a good life too.
I remember. Oh, of course, I have a good life.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if you got a good life and you have absolutely no empathy for others, things are going great.
Even better. There you go. And that's.
I suffer from having a little caring about the rest of the world, but
well, Dr. Joe did fly in his private jet here to WSB.
I did, yeah.
Harry and Meghan drop you off on the way to England.
It was $14,000 to get here, but it's worth it just to be with you guys.
Well, it wasn't worth it, but you can afford it. So what the hell?
That doesn't matter. That's right. Exactly. What else am I gonna do with $14,000? Throw it away.
Yeah, burn it.
Yeah.
Wellness Wednesday says that we need stories for Dr. Joe, and that's what Jared is here for.
I'm screwed if this is true. This is from the American Sun in their health section. Just one can of a fizzy drink doubles your stomach
Whoa,
cancer
get
risk.
it right. A day. Not,
A day,
not one
yes.
can your whole
Done.
life.
One can a day. Yes, that's an important factor there. But I drink 1 can a day of this. I'm screwed.
Okay, now hold on. First of all, I'm looking at this. It says drinking just one fizzy drink a day could increase your risk of stomach cancer by more than double. There's two words I take issue with here. One, of course, is could, because it's a headline that scares you, and then you forget that the word could doesn't mean is definite. The other thing is, by saying just one fizzy drink, there's a lot of fizzy drinks that are just like, sparkling water.
Seltzer, right, exactly.
Seltzer, and they're obviously not talking about that. They're talking about like Coke, sodas, probably beer, or no? Just sodas?
No, sodas. I think
just sodas.
Yeah, the way I took it away was sodas. But I thought that same thing. These seltzer's fine,
Yeah, and it says right here, sugar-free beverages don't count. So they're really only talking about
high fructose corn syrup sodas.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So the seltzers and the
You're
the
okay
other
there.
stuff is good. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
that makes me feel a
I'll
little bit
absolve
better.
you of all sin if you do that.
Thank goodness.
Okay, because I got some of that in I got the sparkling water at my house as well.
Yeah.
I don't wanna-
No, it's
okay.
good. Mm-hmm.
And as far as this goes, what about the could part?
Well, it could not as well.
That's the whole thing.
But I mean,
about
only
could.
ingredient. It depends what they're talking about. If it's soda, phosphoric acid is a problem. Caramel color can increase your risk of cancer. If it's a cola, high fructose corn syrup is bad. So they didn't specify enough in this as to where they were going with it.
That'll happen when you're getting it out of a tabloid called The Sun.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have looked into JAMA's report on it. Perhaps there would have been a little more detail.
Double-blind studies out of
how it was done.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. People drink too much of this garbage.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you should never
Including
drink it.
Well, I
ever.
don't drink too much of it anymore, but I do still drink it every once in a while. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of fun. Every once in a while, my wife, we'll have, let's say we'll have a pool thing or whatever. The grandkids are over and their friends and stuff like that. And then like 3 or 4 days later, I look in the fridge and there's like mini Cokes or something because there was stuff there. And I'll try one every once in a while. And I'll think two things. Oh, that was delicious. And you used to drink these things all the time?
Yes.
All day, every day.
Is there any coming back from that? I wonder the damage that would have been done to my body. Now, I was never one of these people who stopped at the QT and got, this large drink that's so big that,
Right, 49 cents and, kill your kidneys.
That's such a deal, though. It's only 20 cents more to get the large compared to the small.
Yeah. It's only 20 cents more, but then your insurance premiums are going to go up after you have the instances that happen.
Short-term gain.
And also, you ever have one of those Coke floats?
Oh, I love those. But I mean, I love them, meaning I have them
once a year, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
There have been plenty of years that have slid by without me having one at all.
Right.
I want one right now.
That's what it's, when you bring it up, of course, we all want one. But that's the idea here is that everything, just because there's abundance doesn't mean that everything should be taken daily,
And also, when you were young, it was sugar. Now it's high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah. How is it that much worse? Because I got to tell you, when people tell me that this soft drink is going to taste so much better because it's cane sugar,
right?
I'm kind of it's like when people tell me that music sounds better on vinyl. I can be convinced, but I'm kind of making it up.
Yeah.
It's like before you buy Mexican Coke, the hype around it is so big that you're like, yeah, this is much better. But am I really noticing all that much difference? I don't know. I don't know.
Plain table sugar is 50% fructose, 50% sucrose, or glucose, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
High fructose corn syrup is only 55% fructose. Not much higher in fructose, but a lot more damage.
Okay.
But you want to stay away from that concentrated fructose always.
What's the difference between glucose and fructose?
So your body can use glucose. If I give you glucose as an IV or something like that, your cells are going to utilize it right away. Muscles will take it in without insulin. Other cells will take it in with insulin. But fructose has to be converted into glucose. And when fructose converts into glucose, it creates uric acid as a waste product, which our friend out here has a uric acid issue, Shelley Winter.
That's
gout.
also, he has a gout. Yeah,
the gout. That's what I was going to.
He doesn't eat well.
Well, really? I've never noticed that. Fried chicken wings from a gas station isn't good?
It turns out.
Wow.
It tastes great.
Listen, I'm jealous of Shelley's stomach. It's unbelievable. If I ate like that, I would be dead. I would not be living.
His stomach may be able to handle it, but the rest of his body is rebelling.
Yes.
With things like gout.
Yes.
Which Greg Russ has as well.
Really? See, but we always said meat was the big issue, but high fructose corn syrup is actually just as bad or worse. And then agave nectar, which is sold as a health food, is actually 85% fructose, way worse than high fructose corn syrup.
How can it be sold as a health food then?
It doesn't spike your blood sugar.
Right.
But
I just got the middle finger from Shelley. All right, you know what? Then maybe now I will talk about the fact that you're a big fan of Rocky Horror in Greece.
There you go.
I was going to keep it to myself.
Hey, shut up about it.
Watch. Because of the delay, he's going to hear it in like 10 minutes.
Well, I thought if on the delay he heard the other thing that he'd be. I don't know.
Took him a while.
I don't understand the delay.
He's going to hear it soon.
It's a weird time thing.
Yes, but agave nectar worse than high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup worse
Isn't that
than
the one?
sugar.
Isn't Barron Trump? Isn't he pushing one of those agave things? What's he? What's
What is that? Coconut water.
Is it coconut water?
I thought it was.
It was
Okay.
coconut water.
All right.
Okay, and that's okay. There's a lot of minerals in it to offset the damage. But
I hate it.
I love coconut water.
I don't like coconuts. Oh wait, I get a second. He finally heard this.
The audience just can't see what we're seeing.
I know. Well, I say something about Shelley, and he's sitting at his desk right there, and so there's a delay. And so if he likes what I said, I get like a fist.
Yes.
I get like yeah, go. And if he doesn't like what I said, I get a finger.
Yes, so you got the finger today.
That's it.
Fist or finger?
But that's right. Whether it's fist or finger, I recognize, hey, the delay's working, and that's a good thing.
That's true.
Get in trouble for stuff. So it's he's kind of a gateway. He lets me know whether or not the
mechanism is in place.
The buffering is actually happening.
It is working, yes.
And we are a buffered radio show. I hope
We should be. You
understand
never
that.
know. I mean, you might slip up. I can't imagine
Me,
a professional
let's
like
face
you.
it.
Maybe Jared, maybe. Or
No.
something. Yeah. Come on.
Joe's
Maybe
pretty foul on Sunday nights.
Yeah, man. I get wild on Sundays.
We have a delay for one member of this community.
Oh, who would that
Chick.
be?
Chick.
Who would that be?
That would be the most liberal, progressive, I love everybody in the world person without a
Let's
filter.
just say stuff.
Autumn Fisher. That's we have it for. All right, do we have time for another one before we go to our break?
Sure do. From
do
the
we?
Washington.
We have. It says 5:15 on my clock.
Well, from the Washington Post, where democracy dies in darkness.
Oh, democracy.
It's dead.
When did it ever? Did it ever? Don't get me started.
Apparently, this number of minutes of super slow running can benefit your brain and mood.
Wait, that was a tease? Like people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they
won't
can't
be able to find this
They
anywhere
can't
else.
look it on Google
No,
or anything. They have
no.
no idea. They got to come back here,
You got to come back to this WSB right here to get that number.
or you'll never know.
Is the Washington Post slogan "Where democracy dies in darkness"? Or where democracy
Might as
dies
well
in
be. It might as well be. Where stories that don't fit our narrative die in the vault. Alex Williams says there's a stall on I-20 in West Atlanta.
Yeah, right lane knocked out. No help with it right now, Eric. 20 westbound, Holmes Drive, or just past Holmes Drive, exit 52. Before you get to the I-285 interchange, what a mess behind that. You're almost slow all the way back to the downtown connector. Then once you get outside the perimeter, the brake lights are going to stay with you out to a right lane crash, approaching Thornton Road, exit 44. Over into Cobb County, not too bad this afternoon. I-20 eastbound, really just a tap of the brakes through the work zone, leaving 285 out towards Stonecrest. We got trouble on Georgia 400 in Sandy Springs, Isabella Rodriguez.
That's right. We're tracking a crash on Georgia 400 southbound right past exit 3 Glen Ridge connector. A crash there is knocking out lanes, and that's causing delays back towards 285. And also taking a look at the ride on Georgia 400 northbound. That ride starts to slow as you make your way past 285, and it doesn't clear up until you get past the North Springs MARTA station. This report is brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Stock up on everyday favorites at Whole Foods Market. Prime members get 25% off select Applegate products through September 1st while supplies last. Shop in store or online, terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
We've all been there.
Bumper to bumper all the way back before.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Crash knocks out 4 left lanes, including the express lane.
There is one thing you can count on. Triple Team Traffic on WSB.
3 right lanes shut down.
We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
Avoid the area by taking Buford Highway as an alternate route.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter here for my friends at Southern Exteriors. They've earned hundreds of 5-star reviews from families right here in Georgia, and their customers tell the story better than I ever could. So don't take my word for it. Take it from the hundreds of Georgia homeowners who've already given them 5 stars. Choose the 5-star team your neighbors trust and take 10% off your next siding, roofing, or window project. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co!
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed, right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, financial study after financial study keeps showing us a troubling trend. Many Americans believe they could work and work and work with no end in sight and still not have enough saved to retire comfortably. And that's the key word here. So how do we retire comfortably?
One of the things I think everybody listening should focus on is pick a retirement date. If you're in a traditional job and it's not your passion and you don't own the company, pick a retirement date. Do you want to retire at 62? Do you want to retire at 65? Pick that date, meet with us, and let's go get it. And we will map it out, but give us a target to hit. My expectation is if you came in and we broke all of that down and created a financial plan around it, my inclination is that you go back to work with a totally different attitude.
Yeah.
Because you will have a target to shoot for. Now, for those of you that do not have $1 million portfolio, it's okay. Your number is your number. We've got to make it work for you. It's all about income and the safety of that income and the taxation of that income on you. So do not discount what you've built and what you have saved, but begin the process, especially if you fit this category where you feel like, I may have to work, I guess, forever, because there is no retirement date. Yeah. That's a lot of burden to carry. I think, and I would hope, we can lift some of that burden for you.
It all starts with the Portfolio X-Ray, and that report is complimentary. Get started with the Hoffman Financial Group today. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Come on, Reliable Ruby. Just one more trip.
Is that our car? Or is someone making popcorn under the hood?
Yeah, Ruby isn't so reliable anymore.
Let's donate her to Tommy Nobis Center and help empower people with disabilities through job training and employment.
Reliable Ruby can make a difference.
Exactly. It's easy, tax deductible, and towing is free.
Turn your old vehicle into new opportunities. Call 866-NOBIS-AUTO or visit TommyNobisCenter.org.
Hear that, Ruby? You're retiring a hero.
Most home sellers get one offer. It's somewhere between lowball and not good enough. Orchard changes that. With Orchard's new Orchard Offers, you don't just get one offer. You get multiple cash offers from serious investors all competing for your home. That's right. Make investors compete with Orchard's cash offer marketplace. Here's how it works. You work with an Orchard agent who submits your home to their exclusive network of hundreds of local cash buyers. They come to you with offers. You review them all and pick the best one on your terms. So you don't have to settle on one offer or worry about leaving money on the table. You see every offer side by side. That's how you know you're getting top dollar. Orchard Offers means no repairs, no showings, no drawn-out process. Before you accept any offer, see them all first. Get a free home valuation and see your offers today with Orchard Offers. Go to Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
We'll get to those politics a little bit later.
Calm down.
It just doesn't make any sense. But first, I have to let people know once again that this hour's keyword is ESCAPE, escape. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/groceries for your chance to win $1,000. Maybe I'll bring that up a little bit later. Maybe I won't. But right now we have Dr. Joe, and we're in the midst of Wellness Wednesday. First of all, Dr. Joe, tell us how we can get more Dr. Joe.
Sunday night right here on WSB, 8 to 10. I want you to tune in. I will answer all your health questions because I want to get you well and keep you well. And if you do have a question or want to make an appointment, you can go to my website, drjoe.com, drjoe.com. Send me your questions. I will answer your health questions personally.
Look at that. My
because
goodness, you want to be their doctor.
Exactly right.
You're already Eric's doctor.
I'm Eric's doctor. That's
Right.
right.
Giving it a little foot service there.
He's my foot doctor.
Yeah.
He's not a foot doctor. I don't
No,
mean that.
right.
He's not a podiatrist. Is that a
Podiatrist, very
yeah.
good. Yeah, chiropodist if you want to go old school.
Chiropodist.
Chiropodist. There's an old term for you.
It means you can correct my back while
You
you're
sh-
going up a mountain.
You chirop, yeah.
yes.
No, that's Sherpa-opodist.
Why was it chiropodist?
I don't know. I remember in the old, what was it I saw it in an old movie one time, and I had to look
really?
it up. Chiropodist. Yeah.
I'm going to a chiropodist.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My dogs are killing me. All right. What do you got?
I know people have been waiting for the number of minutes of super slow running that
Slooper
can
show.
benefit your brain and mood. That number, 10 minutes, according to the Washington
All
Post.
right. What do you have to do? Walk slow?
Just walk slowly,
Super
not
slow.
quite. Because if you're running, one foot is off the ground. That means the difference between walking and running is if you're running, one foot is off the ground at some point.
Yeah.
And so if you're walking,
Wait a minute. Hold on. When you're walking, one foot is off the ground.
well, I'm sorry, both feet are off the ground. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
okay.
there you go.
All
Yes,
right, I was gonna
exactly.
say.
So, but if you're walking, it's like a slow run or a fast walk. It's going to help. But any exercise helps. And also, if you're walking,
But I mean, how ridiculous do you look in your neighborhood? What does slow walking look like? How slow?
they didn't say how slow. They didn't say that.
Super slow.
Yeah, super slow.
Do you wave to your neighbors?
And my question is, why did they do this study? Like, walking is fine. We have the studies on walking. Now you slow down walking. It's not as good as walking. Slow walking is still good, though.
Are
What
they
say.
trying to say to people who may be a little bit older, you can still get out and walk.
Maybe,
You don't have
yeah.
to keep up a certain pace. Just get out there for 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
They did test this on mice, by the way, and it worked.
Well, listen, if you've ever taken a mouse out for a walk, you know.
The leashes are so light.
Super slow
Here's
walk.
Here's the good thing. You can leave the droppings in your neighbor's lawn. They'll never know.
They don't care. It's only dogs.
You never know.
Yep. Any exercise is good exercise.
I'm
is
doing
one-
swimming now.
That's great.
I've had a pool for 20 years. I don't know why it hit me. It struck me in the last couple. Because I was doing the walking stuff all the time, but I'm getting to that age where the joints start, whatever. I feel like swimming is a little better. I'm changing things up in my routine, Dr. Joe.
Tell me.
I used to wake up at 7:30 in the morning and get everything. And by 8:30, I had breakfast and my coffee, and I would start prepping the show. And that would take me to about 11 or
Right.
so. And then I would eat my lunch, dinner, and then I would take a shower and stuff, and then come to no. I did my shower early.
Early? You
When I
like to
first
get out of
woke
the
up,
way,
shower.
right, yeah.
Then I'd go up and I'd brush my teeth, all that kind of stuff, and go. Now I'm changing it up. This is my new idea: is to get sun on my face early in
Excellent.
the morning, and to wake up and just go swimming before I eat.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good idea?
Brilliant. Actually, good. Yeah.
Okay, and then after I eat, walk for 20 minutes.
Perfect. Look at you getting all
So
that.
here's my idea. My
Uh-huh.
idea is rather than sitting in my basement every morning, going through 952 stories, of which I'll only get to maybe 10, maybe for the show, the better way to prep myself is to have a shower and a walk, and
Yes.
my brain is going. And so that's my new thing.
No, I
and I'm
agree.
trying to be joint friendly.
Yes.
Well, let's face it, I've been joint friendly since I was 12. But hey,
Yes.
hey.
And when you're walking, if you can, even walk backwards.
Nah, I'm not going to look like a fool.
Okay.
They
Sorry.
didn't test the mice on the walking backwards,
Yeah,
so I wouldn't do that.
Well, they tried. but they refused.
I don't want to look like an idiot.
Have a great week, Dr. Joe. Alex Williams says 285 West is crowded around the airport.
Yeah, all that leftover traffic from everybody that was trying to get to 85 southbound where we had earlier trouble in Union City, Eric, that's all gone, but 285 westbound is still crowded, as you said, leaving I-75 in Clayton County through those airport tunnels over to Riverdale Road. Just found new trouble on the west side perimeter. This looks like a crash. Yep, it's in the second left lane, 285 southbound, the outer loop at Hollowell Parkway, exit number 12. Delays there, already filling in back to South Cobb Drive. Checking 285 into Cobb County with the help of Isabella Rodriguez.
We're seeing some major delays on 285 eastbound, the inner loop, especially as you're making your way out from Georgia 400. Those delays continue as you approach I-85. And taking a look at 285 southbound past I-85, we're seeing some also major delays until you get past Highway 78, making your way into Clarkson. This report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Reliable Heating and Air wants you to know weak airflow or strange noises can be early signs of AC trouble. Get ahead of it at reliableair.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
When your joints hurt every day and you've been told you need surgery, it feels like there's only one option. Want you to do your homework, folks. Remember, once a joint is replaced, there's no going back. Hey, it's Mark Aaron. Before you schedule surgery, consider getting a second opinion from QC Kinetics. Whether you're dealing with pain from bone-on-bone arthritis, a torn meniscus, or just years of wear and tear, surgery isn't the only conversation you should have. Talk to QC Kinetics about how they use regenerative treatments to deliver relief to patients like you right here in Atlanta. They concentrate tiny healing tools within your body right in the spot that's actually causing the pain. The whole idea is to give you a real shot at holding off on surgery, or in some cases, avoiding it altogether. And that's why it makes sense to explore every option before making a decision that can change your life. Don't just accept, quote, surgery is your only choice. Call QC Kinetics today for a second opinion and know your options. Conversation, consultation, totally free. 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026.
Last year, I had back pain radiating down my right leg. The pain was so bad I was willing to cut my leg off to stop the pain. I could barely walk and had to stoop over when I did just to take pressure off the spine. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In my professional career, I've represented thousands of people who've had herniated discs and issues with their neck and back, but never fully appreciated what they were going through until it was my turn. It's like trying to describe colors to a blind person who's never had sight. All I can tell you is it hurt like hell, but worse. My daily walk was gone, and that bothered me a great deal. Then I thought of all of you and how much more devastating this type of injury could be for you. My life stopped. I now feel your pain. Just know at Morgan & Morgan, we got your back. I understand. Morgan means more.
Morgan & Morgan Atlanta, 191 Peachtree, Atlanta, Georgia. Thou pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
To anyone who avoids HVAC repairs, it's time to leave it to the experts. With memberships that cover regular HVAC maintenance and worry-free repairs, Service Experts keeps your home healthy and happy. Visit ServiceExperts.com to check out today's special offers and promotions.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by A1 Garage Door Service. Our top story, Georgia could get up to $135 million as part of the massive Meta settlement. Dozens of states sued over claims the company designed its social media platforms to be addictive.
What we're looking at here is an agreement that effectively concedes that some of the design features on these apps got young users addicted, and the states had claimed that that contributed to harming the mental health of these young users, and now Meta will be forced to make these changes.
Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says the tech giant agrees to pay a total of $17 billion. Changes to the apps include a daily 2-hour time limit and a ban on displaying numbers of likes for users under the age of 18. It is 91 degrees in Atlanta. We've got some rain on the south side of Atlanta this afternoon. Will it dry out for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. New this half hour, the U.S. Army announces plans to add nuclear micro-reactors at 5 military bases, including Fort Benning in Georgia. It comes as the Trump administration pushes to develop the next generation of nuclear power. There are currently no nuclear micro-reactors supplying power to the commercial electric grid in the United States. Critics of building more nuclear reactors say they're too expensive and riskier than other energy sources. After a Supreme Court ruling on gerrymandering, a federal appeals court orders a judge to review his decision invalidating Georgia's 2021 voting maps. WSB senior legal analyst Ron Carlson explains what the appeals court wants.
Federal appeals court in Georgia now wants the trial judge to determine in the first instance whether intentional racial discrimination occurred.
He expects the dispute to go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. This decision will not have any impact on the maps for this year's November midterms. Some Cobb County teachers face questions for walking out of a speech by Superintendent Chris Ragsdale.
The nearly hour-long speech touched on several controversial areas, including the decision to remove certain books from school libraries. Cobb County Association of Educators President Jeff Hubbard Hubbard says some educators left the speech early, and now they're being pulled into meetings with district officials.
To be called out of your classroom with no notice, being sat down with the principal and somebody from the central office, yeah, it's intimidating.
A district spokesperson says leadership is continuing conversations with individual educators to ensure alignment and communication. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
WSB scam alert from Decatur Police. Lieutenant John Bender says you should hang up if you get a suspicious call from someone pretending to be Sergeant Billy Fields, demanding money for anything from a missed court date to an active arrest warrant.
It's really important for everybody to remember that no law enforcement agency from the federal level all the way down to the local level will ever call you asking for money for any reason.
He says contact Decatur Police if you believe you are a victim of this scam. The city of Woodstock looks to the future with a new comprehensive transportation plan. It'll shape Woodstock's transportation future over the next 5 years. Deputy City Manager Cody Thigpen says it'll serve as a blueprint to help relieve traffic and congestion on major corridors in the fast-growing city, but they'll also consider things they haven't historically done.
Sidewalk gaps, bike and trail connectivity, and even evaluating golf cart demand.
Residents of Woodstock will get a chance to play a key role in the planning process. A tech giant is out with a 6,000-word essay today warning we're blowing it with artificial intelligence. Wayne Cabot reports Bill Gates says the computer industry is now a global threat.
Gates saying he's in a state of shock as to why there's not more urgency on AI. He says on Semaphore, self-regulation, championed by so many in the industry and the White House, is not working. And he'll gladly debate anyone opposing mandatory reviews of any AI system that could be weaponized to make new molecules and unleash a pandemic.
It is 5:34 and time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts with Alex Williams.
Not fun on the West Freeway, Bill. We've got several trouble spots. One inbound, though, this is the good one. It just cleared. All lanes have reopened. 20 eastbound before Lowry Boulevard. 20 westbound, though, is jammed from Lowry Boulevard out to this right lane crash between Holmes Drive and I-285. You'll only break free briefly, getting out to another trouble spot that's been in the right lane. 20 westbound at Thornton Road, exit 44, and a crash trying to get down to I-20 on the west side. It's in the second left lane, 285 southbound at Hollowell Parkway, exit number 12. How's our ride looking through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
We're seeing major volume-related delays heading into the heart of the city. 75-85 northbound at University Avenue. You'll start to tap those brakes until you get past I-20 into the downtown area, and those delays don't improve until you get past North Avenue by those Georgia Tech buildings. We're also seeing slowdowns into the Midtown area on 75-85 southbound, starting around 17th Street. Those extend all the way down towards I-20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies, warm and muggy this evening. An isolated rain shower or thunderstorm possible through the late night hours. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which may be heavy at times. Tomorrow's high is 87. Cloudy on Friday with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Drying out for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
And Storm Tracker radar picking up rain on the south side of Atlanta at this hour. We're seeing some rain between Stockbridge and McDonough. It is 88 now in Lithia Springs, 89 in Johns Creek, 91 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
You're not going to believe this. Finley Roofing, the roof guys, are now offering roof replacements, windows, and doors starting as low as just $139 a month. That's less than one trip to the grocery store. You know what else costs more than $139? Just about everything. Hey, it's Ashley Frasca for Finley Roofing, the roof guys, the only company I trust for roofing, windows, and doors. If you've been thinking that you can't afford a new roof, windows, or doors, you can, because Finley makes it affordable. With 0% financing and flexible payment options starting at just $139 a month, you'll always win with Finley. With over 30 years of experience, Finley goes the distance. They're the perfect match for your roofing, window, and door needs. And now's the perfect time to get started with 0% financing and payments as low as $139 a month. Get started with your free roof analysis at finleyroofing.com.
Well, the NFL finally did it. They mercifully killed the Pro Bowl.
Good.
At least there will be Pro Bowlers, but
they should all bowl together.
That's what they should do.
Brilliant.
The bowl off, the Pro Bowl off. But they've gotten rid of the game altogether because it's a ridiculous game. Also, so now it's just going to be an honor, which is it should have been.
That's always what it should have been.
And this time it'll be exactly 88 players. Obviously, there's going to be no alternates, so only the best.
That's how it got ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, Shedeur Sanders was one last year. It made no sense.
Absurd. I think that's probably, when we look back, the fact that Shedeur Sanders made the last Pro Bowl, because wasn't he the third alternate or something, is the reason they said, okay, this is now getting ridiculous. Nothing against Shedeur Sanders, but he's not a Pro Bowler. I think we can all agree.
No.
He hasn't had enough time on the field to prove to be a Pro Bowler. So, so it's going to be no more games, just a pure honor, no alternates. They will have an in-person celebration, like a award ceremony or something like that, which is the way I'm wondering about. I think back before the NFL made more money than any other entity of anything on earth, maybe back in the 70s and stuff, it was like, well, we can sell some tickets. You know what I mean? You take it to a city that doesn't have an NFL team, and those people in that city can buy tickets to see the best NFL players in the world at a time where the NFL was a successful league, but not the most successful thing on the planet.
Didn't they do it in Honolulu?
They did it in Honolulu for years. So that's probably what the thinking of it in the beginning. Or just like everything else in this country, baseball does it. Because baseball was people forget, man, or not even forget. In the 1950s, football was for people who were, you're into that? In the 1950s, it was baseball, horse racing, boxing. People would listen to horse races on the radio.
We should bring that back.
Well, the reason was they're all gambling on it. Now, here's the thing about the NFL, and I think this might be something that I'm being honest here. I'm not being an alarmist, but I think that we might be missing something that is going to hurt the sport of football a lot, to the point that it may be unrecognizable. The study came out, legit study. Where was it? New Medical Journal, New Medical Journal study published Tuesday concluded that the CTE thing, you can only find it after somebody dies. So they went through a bunch of NFL players who have died. They found that 25% had brain damage. 25%. I'm not good with math, but I think that's 1 in 4.
That's correct.
That would be 1 in 4 players. And this is only what they've caught. Now, also, any player that has donated their brain, because sometimes players just donate their brain to this research, I'm pretty sure every one of those was CTE. Now, how does this affect? Now, this is if they do another study and they go, hey, they got this a little bit wrong or whatever. But if we get into a world in the next few years where there's a second study that backs this up, and then a third study that backs this up, and then the 12-year-old says, Mom, I want to play football, what happens?
They're not going to let him.
Well, we had a little bit of that going on in the early 2010s because that's when CTE came in, and that's why you can use the big helmets. They changed some of the rules. They took away the kickoff for this reason. They know that it's something they need to be proactive about. But listen, I love football. I'm not sitting up here as a hysterical person. And by the way, which is kind of funny, I've watched a few like YouTube progressive type shows. Between watching them talking about the Indy 250 and football, it's hilarious. These are Americans who have never watched football. It seems like it's impossible, but the people, I've seen a couple of shows that are like progressive YouTube, and literally these are people in America who are Americans and they're adults, and they have no idea how football works. But and so they're rejoicing because they see it as toxic masculinity and blah, blah, blah. But this is the fabric of the nation. This is the one thing Americans agree upon. And if you get, and I'm not saying just one study like this is going to do it, but if this gets backed up a couple of times, well, Jared, you're probably going to have a young family soon. Let's say by the time you got a 12-year-old boy and he wants to play football. Now we're 5, 6, 7 deep into these studies that say basically 1 in 4 is going to get brain damage. What do you? Do you put him on that? Now, you could say he's not going to end up in the NFL. Yeah, he'll play a little.
So 10
football.
years in school?
Yeah, it's still risky.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
We would definitely think about it. I know Tina would not want our son to play in the NFL or to play football in general.
So that's the conveyor belt. So at some point, it runs out if it becomes nobody really knows about this study right now. It's out there, but it's not being pushed.
But there are always parents that are gonna, push their kids to do a sport so that they can feel the glory.
But
the
concept though of the NFL is the NFL is 53-man rosters for 32 teams, and you're supposed to be looking at the best of the best of the best in the world at what they're doing. That's a lot of teams that you have to fill. How many college football teams are there? Let's take the ones that matter, the top 25. So add 25 college programs. Let's add that. Let's put that at 40 now because the playoff system says a lot more than the perennials can show up.
I was going to say, Eric, there's 140 college
No, I
programs,
know. I know, but a lot of those schools could lose their football programs. It wouldn't be a big deal. If Georgia did, or Alabama, or Ohio State, or Michigan, you're talking about the culture and identity of the school outside of academics. But I do think this is something to keep an eye on. Now, if we come back, a year from now and it's like, yeah, you know what, they read one study, the results can be skewed, I suppose.
Certain levels may be lower than others.
Yeah.
This one is a British study, too. Are they trying to convert us? We
Or-
don't like it here.
Yeah.
It is the British Medical Journal
Okay,
that conducted this.
right there. I'm wondering. It makes you wonder. It does make you wonder.
They're after us.
But the study evaluated 1,712 NFL players, it said, died between 2008 and 2021. Of the total, 338 donated their brains, and 350 of them, 315 of the 338 that were donated, all were diagnosed with CTE. Now, there's a reason that you would expect that from the donated brains, because usually the donated brains come from players who know that something weird is going on. And so this program is in place. I think it goes back to like Junior Seau, who, Junior Seau played for the Chargers. I think he did like one stint with the Dolphins or something at the end of his career. Was a superstar. And likable, wonderful. Everybody loved Junior Seau. He was the warrior with a smile, and he committed suicide. And I believe that he had donated his brain, or his family did, and a lot of this started, but that's a lot of what happened. Not a lot of what happens, but one of the things that happens with CTE is, higher risk of suicide. So you got to have a conveyor belt. And by the way, the reason soccer has gotten more popular in this country since the 90s is because of what moms and dads already know before this. You know what? Let's put the kids in soccer. Let's put the kids in lacrosse.
Hey, they need to test headers, though, okay? Because
No,
headers
well,
and
that's
soccer,
always been there. That's always been a thing that people have
those
said.
hurt.
And it's bad. You know, this is why I can't watch UFC. Listen, if you love UFC, I'm not better than you. We just have different taste. But when I see that they allow a person to be pinned to the ground and you can punch them in the forehead, so you're hitting them in the forehead and then their head bangs into the mat, and then you can do it again, and then you can do it again. No matter how good you are with your routines as an athlete, there's nothing that you can do about your brain hitting your skull. There's nothing you can do about that. You can't eat better. All you can do is try to get on with your life. I'm talking about a concussion. And that's what happens in this sport. And that's why soccer, when people went to soccer, it was like, I don't know that headers are going to be really the thing you want to go. So I think that, more people need to start, let's get some synchronized swimming teams going here, huh?
There we go. I like that.
That seemed like a competitive.
Working my butterfly.
All right, well, this is my fault. When we come back, we're going to have like 30 seconds because I was supposed to break 3 minutes ago. So I'm just letting you know that. Alex Williams says rain is impacting the ride on 75 in Morrow.
Yeah, we've been watching the wet pavement delays, 75 north and southbound, but southbound's taking the bigger hit with the wet pavement slowing you from Highway 54, Jonesboro Road on and off, heading down into Stockbridge. Also heavy rain impacting 75 both ways in McDonough. I've seen a pretty heavy rain shower over that stretch of pavement with 75 northbound brake lights starting before Highway 155, not going to break free till you clear Jonesboro Road and Jodico Road. Watching trouble on I-20 in West Atlanta, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
We're seeing trouble on I-20 westbound as you're making your way out from the downtown area. I-20 westbound at Holmes Drive, a crash there has knocked out a right lane, and that's causing delays all the way back towards the 75-85 downtown connector. As we're taking a look further west on I-20 westbound, we're still seeing delays out from 285 approaching Thornton Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum.
He's not embezzling from SpaceX or Google.
He isn't afraid to call out corruption.
This is a government agency.
Mark Arum loves Atlanta.
I was like, oh, Atlanta's really cool.
It's the conversation you need.
Thank you to the governor and the first lady.
Mark Arum.
Tomorrow at 9.
On air, online, and on the WSB app.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
Georgia homeowners, you've already bought new windows, you just don't know it yet. Let me explain. I'm Ray, founder of Window Comfort. Every month you pay your electric bill, every month you pay your air conditioning bill, every month you pay your heating bill. You're already making payments on old windows. Most homeowners think replacing windows is expensive, but keeping old, inefficient windows is usually way more expensive. It adds up year after year. That's exactly why we built Window Comfort differently. We go factory direct, no franchise fees, no bloated markups, just premium replacement windows at prices that actually make sense. And right now we're making it easier than ever. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free, free installation, and no payments for a full year. So go to windowcomfort.com and get your no pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
Georgia families work hard for their paychecks, and Congressman Mike Collins is there to help us keep more of it. Congressman Collins supported the working families tax cuts, stopping a massive tax increase before it hit household budgets. He voted to end federal taxes on tips and overtime, so servers, nurses, and the working men and women of Georgia keep more money in their pockets. Real relief where it matters most. Learn more about Congressman Collins' legislative work at collins.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Arum here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once-yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Here's nothing I'm very proud of myself. Whenever I see it come up, I know absolutely nothing and don't have an opinion on, what's her name? Lindsay Carney?
Oh, Lindsay Clancy.
Clancy, right. Lindsay Clancy. See,
Yeah,
I don't
that
even know the
story-
name.
that story is wild.
Okay, yeah. It's the wild story now. And I'm sure that there are things to be said on both sides. But it's the story now. You know, is murder still against the law? I think it is. Does she have a mental problem along with it? I think we have provisions in the law to deal with that. It's a tragedy. Move on. There's no, the idea that this is something where I'm going to act like I know this person. I'm not going to act like I know this person or have any kind of whatevers. And I'm not in the courtroom on a daily basis. And basically, is murder still against the law?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have provisions in the law already that deal with people who have mental health issues and murder?
Yes.
Okay. This is a tragedy. Move on to the next thing.
No, it was a hot topic at the beach this
Oh,
past
I'll
weekend
bet
with
with
my
the
friends,
ladies,
especially
by
with the
the
ladies that were.
ladies?
They loved it.
Were they
loved
defending her?
I don't want to get. I don't.
split.
I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. I don't care about that. What I care about is that there was a murder. It's a tragedy. And then, as with any kind of story that ends up in court, there's thises and there's that. We have a jury system, right? So they're supposed to figure that out. I'm assuming this is a jury trial if it's murder. And so that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, you can live your life without weighing in on that one because you don't have all the information.
Not until the podcast comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And
there's
then the
already a
whole-
lot.
This reminds me. I asked you if it was women at the beach because I remember when the lady who put her kid in the trunk.
Casey Anthony.
Yeah. Women were like, remember they were like, there was like this mad dash because only so many people could fit in the courtroom. And that tells me, yes, this needs to be dealt with. Murder is awful, especially cold-blooded murder. But the behavior that I'm seeing from these women, that's something else. That's something else. It's attaching itself to this story, but it's not really this story. It's a tragic murder. And we have laws and provisions to deal with people who murder who have mental problems. It's a tragedy. Move on with your life. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 400 South in Roswell.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of right lanes knocked out with this one now, Eric. 400 southbound, just south of Holcomb Bridge Road, exit 7. It is bumper to bumper behind it all the way back to Old Milton Parkway. You can use Highway 9 as an alternate. That earlier 400 southbound trouble in Sandy Springs, just past the Glen Ridge connector, that as well has cleared. All lanes back open there. Keeping an eye on things on 85 toward Gwinnett County, it's Isabella Rodriguez.
Volume-related delays you'll find on 85 northbound coming out from 285. Those delays extend past Jimmy Carter Boulevard, and they don't clear until you get past Pleasant Hill Road in Duluth. We're also seeing some slowdowns heading into the Suwannee area on 85 northbound at Sugarloaf Parkway. This report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Reliable Heating and Air warns you if your AC is turning on, then quickly shutting it off could signal a serious problem. Get it checked at reliableair.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Be careful that what you consume as entertainment doesn't begin to consume you. Interestingly, the roots of the word entertainment mean to capture your mind. We can quickly slip from engaging in mindless entertainment to becoming mindless. The Bible says we are transformed by the renewing of our minds. What we let entertain our brains shapes our souls. This is Tom Gray, and This Stuff Matters.
ThisStuffMatters.net.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
Proud supporters of iPaw Rescue, a nonprofit founded by legendary business activist Carl Icahn, where 100% of donations go to saving dogs' lives. That's AA MCO.
3 people, 3 different kinds of joint pain, 1 decision to do something about it. The solution? Not surgery. It was QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
I wanted to use my own body to hopefully regenerate and get rid of that pain. So it's been 3 months and my back is significantly better.
The pain in my knees was pretty severe, so I came here, and even after the first treatment, I noticed an incredible difference. If you have pain in any part of your body, this is the place to go.
I couldn't go to the gym anymore, and I couldn't play with my grandkids. That's why I made the decision to come here to QC Kinetics, and it was the best decision that I ever made for my own health. This works. Don't do surgery.
Finally, relief for 3 real patients. Lives transformed through QC Kinetics non-surgical treatments. Your story could be next. Call for your free consultation today.
Call QC Kinetics, 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, Meta is paying up big time after it's accused of getting kids addicted to its social media platforms.
This is a major breakthrough, a milestone moment, a watershed moment.
California's Attorney General calls it a significant victory for families across the country. Georgia is getting a large chunk of the money.
State Attorney General Chris Carr says Georgia could receive almost $135 million of the $17 billion settlement with Meta. It's the largest state consumer protection settlement in history outside the big tobacco settlement of the 1990s. Under the deal, Meta must also put in place a sweeping set of safety features to protect kids on its Instagram and Facebook platforms. Carr and other state AGs had accused Meta of designing its platforms with addictive features, exposing young users to serious mental health issues. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
While the Meta settlement means some positive changes are coming, one local expert says kids are still facing serious online threats. Bark Technologies Chief Parenting Officer Titiana Jordan believes platforms like Snapchat and Roblox are big concerns.
Those are the companies we need to be looking at, suing, holding accountable, releasing
internal records and discovery.
Jordan says parents should continue to apply pressure on these companies to keep a close eye on their kids when they are online. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta. We've got some rain falling on the south side of Atlanta, heavy rain in some areas. Will there be more storms tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The legal fight over Georgia's 2021 voting maps is kicked back to a lower court.
A previous ruling found that Georgia's political maps diluted black votes and didn't comply with standards in the Voting Rights Act. But following a recent Supreme Court decision, the appeals court wants Judge Steve Jones to look at the maps again using the new standard. WSB senior legal analyst Ron Carlson explains plaintiffs will have a higher burden of proof.
They will have to establish there was intentional racial discrimination in drawing that map.
He expects the judge will consider the legislative history as a key part of any future decisions on the maps. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Mableton has only been an official city since 2022, but some residents have started a movement to dissolve the city. Here's a report all new at 6 o'clock.
Organizers of the petition on change.org are asking the Georgia General Assembly to evaluate the fiscal and operational impacts of the city of Mableton and provide a lawful process to dissolve the city. Among the reasons behind the movement, potential burden of increased taxes and duplication of services already provided by Cobb County. Mableton Mayor Michael Owen says he welcomes a review if the General Assembly determines it wants to pursue one. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
A Metro Atlanta woman gets 16 years in federal prison in a scheme that stole nearly $10 million from Amazon. Federal prosecutors say from January to June of 2022, Brittany Hudson and her partner used fake vendors and invoices to steal the money and even forged the signature of a former U.S. district judge on a fake court document. They used the money to buy expensive real estate and vehicles, including a nearly $1 million home in Smyrna. Decatur police warn residents about someone impersonating an officer.
The scammer is pretending to be Decatur Police Patrol Sergeant Billy Fields, pressuring residents to send money and give up credit or debit card information. Lieutenant John Bender says while the impersonator could target older adults, anyone could be a victim.
These calls kind of go out every day to random people.
Bender says there is no reason, whether that's missed jury duty or an arrest warrant, for any law enforcement agency to call someone and demand for some form of payment. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Uber is rolling out a new feature designed to give parents peace of mind. The rideshare company is unveiling live video streaming for Uber teen accounts. It allows a linked parent or guardian to peek in on a teenager's ride in real time through the front-facing camera on the driver's phone. The stream is also encrypted. The new feature will be available in 9 markets, including here in Atlanta. It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Triple Team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
Big jam on 400 South, leaving Old Milton Parkway and Alpharetta into Roswell, Bill. They're trying to clear up this crash. It's been in 2 right lanes at Holcomb Bridge Road, exit number 7. You can use Highway 9 to avoid that jam. If you're traveling Georgia 400 northbound, you're seeing a little bit of slow traffic through Sandy Springs. And on the south side, use caution on 75 north and southbound, anywhere between Stockbridge and McDonough, as well as 675 south, leaving I-285. A lot of heavy rain and thunderstorms over in that area that will be impacting the ride and making that road a little slick on the wet pavement. How are things looking through downtown Atlanta, Isabella Rodriguez?
It's looking like a slow ride on 75-85 northbound into that downtown area. Slowdowns start around University Avenue, and they don't ease until you get past I-20 and towards North Avenue by those Georgia Tech buildings. And we're also seeing slowdowns into the Midtown area if you're coming in from the north. 75-85 southbound at 17th Street, you'll start to hit those brakes, and those don't ease until you get well past I-20, heading past the downtown area. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdeal.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies, warm and muggy this evening. An isolated rain shower or thunderstorm possible through the late night hours. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which may be heavy at times. Tomorrow's high is 87. Cloudy on Friday with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Drying out for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
And Storm Tracker radar right now shows all the rain on the south side of Atlanta. We're seeing heavy pockets of rain from just south of Atlanta all the way down to Griffin. Right now it's 92 in Brookhaven, 88 in Canton, and 75 where it's raining in Hampton. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Correctamundo, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I believe if it's Wednesday and it's 6:06, I believe Greg Russ is joining us from the city of tall buildings. Where
that's what we call it.
Yeah.
I put it on a T-shirt, the city of tall buildings, and it's selling like hotcakes. Maybe pancake batter in a can.
You're doing better with the T-shirts than you are with the pancakes in a can. Yeah. That's good. Good to know. You know,
I told you what happened to that company, right? It turned into got into jet fuel
in a can.
In a can?
No, not even in a can. But like the guy who ran the Nate's Food pancake batter in a can. Obviously, that failed. I don't know why. It was a pretty good idea.
Well, because
he got into crypto. He got into crypto mining.
Slow down. One thing at a time. It probably failed because the pancakes sucked.
No,
were terrible.
It wasn't that. He just apparently either lied to get investment and didn't have the contracts he stated.
Okay, yeah.
Or he couldn't scale production and then he couldn't deliver on the contracts.
So we should back up for people. This was a penny stock that Greg Russ years ago decided to get involved with, the pancakes in a can.
I put a whole $175 in it, and I own 6,000 shares.
You know, meanwhile,
did you ever purchase this product to support it?
I couldn't find it.
No, yeah. You know, the ironic thing is, at the same time, I put $1,000 into waffles in a suitcase, and I've made just millions.
That's why Eric's in the big chair.
That's right. That's right. You know, it's about decisions, right? It's about decisions in life.
You want to know, again, it wasn't a huge investment, but one of the things that I do regret, I had stock with NVIDIA.
Is it NVIDIA or NVIDIA?
I never know. I say both. I go back and forth.
I think it's
What is it?
I think it's NVIDIA.
Oh, NVIDIA. Well, whatever. I had some stock and I sold it. And it was like very cheap at the time. It was still $11 a share.
My goodness.
And it's split several times since. So it's not like I would have been so rich I could have retired, but it would have been a decent amount of money, and I sold that for this stupid pancakes.
Wait, you didn't move that money into the pancakes in the can?
I did.
It wasn't a 1-for-1. Wait, you didn't take money out of NVIDIA and put it in pancakes? I didn't realize.
I was in 2011. I had bought like 14 shares. It wasn't a lot, but over the course of the years and the number of splits, I did the math once. It would have been like over $100,000 if I had just left it.
Boy, at some point, once he had that information, he had to be open every day going, come on, pancakes in the can. Come on. It's a whole world of people. They all eat breakfast every morning. Come on.
As I was saying, this guy, Nate, he ditched that idea, and he moved into crypto mining and jet fuel. And then chicken feet at some point. I'm not lying.
Oh, that's
actually
that's a good one.
What is is that a delicacy?
No, it's actually just a very average thing to eat. It's like you can get it at dim sum. You can get it in lots of places that are like real Chinese food.
Well, it ain't
it's called
making
chicken
me money.
paws.
Yeah,
it's not making me money on it.
How about chicken feet in a can, though?
That's an idea.
I would love that if it came full circle.
You know that this guy Nate, he relaunched the Nate's Pancakes back in 2014. So he shut down shop, and from what I'm reading here, it's still operational.
Well,
as of 2014.
You had the stock long after 2014, though, right?
2014 is when I bought it. You're probably reading the article that brought it to my attention when I said, "Ooh,
be careful."
Be careful. Go down the same path.
Yeah, be careful. I know a guy who got really messed up by that article.
Seems like a really good idea, guys. Hang on, my money.
It is a good idea.
Well, I don't think you get the quality. Like Cheese Whiz does not taste like what?
It's wasteful.
How's it wasteful? You use it all.
Pancake batter in a can when you could easily just buy a sack of it, put
but
water in it.
It was like an easy cheese can, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know,
right
but you still have to cook it.
Look, let's say you're going on a camping trip.
All
or something.
right.
You know.
All right.
All right.
Where are we going? What time of year is it?
Well, I was agreeing. I'm seeing the point there, the utility of it at a camping.
Is it Arizona in the fall? Much better than Arizona in the summer.
Is it mountainous? Is it arid?
Is it Lake Allatoona? It's a nice place to go camping.
Yeah, it could be.
I love. Is glamping still a thing? It's probably not.
Yes, of course. Absolutely, it is.
Why would you bother? Just stay home.
Because then you don't have to sleep on the stupid ground.
No,
right.
You know where
and
I
then
don't
you have a TV.
Yeah, you know where I have a TV and I don't have to sleep on the ground? My house.
Yeah, but you don't have like a cool lake to look at. in the
You don't
morning.
wake up
I
in the
can
morning
get-
to a
you can look at
beautiful
his
lake.
pool. No, I got a pool, and I can get an
Not a lake.
Airbnb. I can
Not
get
everybody has a
get an
pool.
Airbnb.
You get far enough away from the city, you could see the stars when you're not
Yeah.
watching TV.
I'm
And you
going
get to
camping this
make out-
Friday.
Yeah, but I can see the stars on TV. I can just go to a YouTube channel that has nothing but
And watch
or
Battle of the
That's
Network
dumb.
Stars.
I can watch
Everybody's
Battle.
still alive.
I can watch reruns of
Lonnie Anderson.
You could set up a yurt. That'd be
Yes.
nice, right?
That's a lot to
You
set
can
up. You
dig
let
a
somebody else do it
pit
for you.
to go to the bathroom in the ground. and then
Yeah,
come
that
to
seems
the-
like a grand life.
Yeah, but glamping, you got a toilet.
Do
That's
people
why it's not
understand?
glamping
It was
if
an
you're pooping
upgrade.
in the ground.
When we went from living in the woods to living in homes, that was an upgrade.
Uh-huh.
I get it when you're a kid because you can get away from your parents for a night and you can camp out. That was fun.
Your nightmare is before plumbing, where people just had the bedpans and tossed it onto the street, and then some guy came
How-
around. and
How do
had
you
to
even
scoop
live?
it up.
How do you live in such a world?
Uncivilized.
This is why I don't want reincarnation. Because who knows where you're going to come back at?
Then don't go into the light.
Okay, I'm going to avoid it. You know, reincarnation, unless the idea behind reincarnation is you always go to a level higher. I don't want to go
It's
backward.
random.
Yeah. First of all, I don't
You're
want
a
to come back as some
grasshopper.
kind of a grasshopper
At
or
least that's
insect,
short.
or even a human, but just born in some god awful place where everything's crime and war
Like
and
Cleveland?
You know, yeah, Dayton. No, Dayton's nice actually.
Youngstown. Can't even get a hooker at a trailer park with a cop.
What
harassing
the
you.
heck, right?
What's a multimillionaire got to do to find a
Billionaire.
Well, it turns out he himself is worth like $500-something million. The family has billions.
I see.
And I think he's like number one son or something. So
Not
it's-
anymore.
Yeah, no, I think somebody else is probably going to be taking over the family business. You know about this story, Greg?
No, I don't think I do.
This is the owner of the San Francisco 49ers was arrested for trying to solicit a prostitute in a trailer park in the state of Ohio on Sunday.
Yeah. In Palestine. East
Jed
Palestine.
York? Is that his name? Jed
yeah,
York?
Jed York.
Jed.
Come and listen
Don't
to
name
a
your
story
kid
about
Jed.
a man named Jed.
Hey, love finds ways to make it.
That's right.
Love is love. I saw a piece of crap trailer trash laying.
She had her
There's more to this.
flopping out, and they were making out, and he gave her $20. That's my dad said it was love.
Yeah.
It's more than just soliciting sex. It's like
Yeah.
there's other ways he could have done that. Why?
No,
was
no,
he
no.
trying-
That's what I'm saying. Well, we talked about this yesterday, and my theory is men and their sex, because I equated it with the great Fred Willard, who has passed away, rest in peace, who was just a great comedy actor. But toward the end of his life, when was it? Like,
was like
not even
15, 20
2011.
years,
It was
yeah.
like 2011. But he died in like before 2020, I think. But I
He
could be
did.
wrong.
He died.
I
He
could be
did
wrong.
Norm's show. So
Yeah. So, my theory is, okay, he was caught in an adult theater having his way with himself. Now, in that year, there was no need to go to an adult theater.
No, you had it
because
right on your
online,
computer.
you've got everything
Yeah.
more, whatever. And my feeling is that men, it's almost like you always hear about heroin. There's that one time that it's so great, and you just spend the rest of your life chasing it. Now, you know, usually when you have sex, you don't have to vomit and things like that. So it's not a perfect analogy. What I'm saying is, I think that in the first 4 or 5 years of your sexual life, you have what you deem to be the greatest ever. And then men spend the rest of their lives, and it's not just about the actual physical act. It's about it's like when you think back to your childhood and you like a music now that you didn't like then, because now it's just nostalgic about the stuff that was going on at that time in your life. And so the event is more than the act. It's where you were. It's the smells in the air. It's the whatever. So just like Fred Willard, who probably in the 50s, that's what you did to be naughty. You went to adult theaters and you did that. So he has this experience in his head, right? And it's something that was enjoyable, I guess. So you keep going back to it. This guy is a multimillionaire, really a billionaire in terms of his family. Obviously could have a $5,000 an hour high-class call girl who knows how to keep her mouth shut, and that's all that she does at the nicest hotel in the world. But he's from this area in Ohio. That's where he grew up. And so my guess is that in his formative years, this is what he did. And so even though he has the money and he has everything, to him, he wants to get back to that.
His uncle took him to a trailer park to lose his virginity. Here you go, kid.
And, by the way, she was $140. She wasn't real because it was the FBI he was dealing with the whole time.
FBI?
Whoever does
State police.
human trafficking.
Yeah, okay.
I guess it probably was the state police. But that's my theory.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah,
Why don't you sit down, you dirty trailer trash, loser?
He never got into the trailer park, and now the people at the trailer park are complaining that, hey, we don't do that.
Hey, this is a nice place here. We didn't do that kind of thing.
They're
you
worried
want that, go over to Pittsburgh.
They don't
You know
like
what I mean? Or go to Youngstown. Stay out of our little town, East Palestine. We had trouble with the train.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. They're worried about the negative publicity.
Yeah,
I just said that.
Yeah, I know.
They might not be able to.
Leave me alone.
They were going to up the rates on the trailers, and maybe now they can't because of this.
I was about
PR.
to sell it. Now I can't do it because everybody thinks a bunch of hooers living here.
PR disaster. What's going on there?
It's worse than the train.
Anyway, that's the only way to understand these things, because when people are this rich, obviously he could, if he wanted to buy sex, he could do it in a way that no one would ever know.
He could go to Cleveland.
Yeah, at least.
Get it better.
At least. Alex Williams has better news on I-20 in West Atlanta.
Yes, sir. We finally got some good news to bring you, Eric. 20 westbound, that long-lasting crash that was in the right lane between Holmes Drive and 285. It's all gone. All lanes are open. You're still seeing a few brake lights leaving Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, then slowing again, leaving the theme park right around Riverside Parkway out to Thornton Road, exit 41 in Lithia Springs. And don't forget, rain impacting the ride. If you got to get in the car in Henry County, look out for it. 75 north and southbound, dealing with wet pavement delays between Stockbridge and McDonough. And better news on Georgia 400 in Roswell, Isabella Rodriguez.
We're seeing better news in Roswell indeed. That earlier crash on Georgia 400 southbound past Holcomb Bridge Road, it was blocking 2 right lanes, but that crash has cleared. All lanes are back open, though we're still seeing some slight volume-related delays that extend back through Alpharetta, but the delays are improving. Next report in less than 10 minutes, but this report is brought to you by National Heritage Academies. At National Heritage Academies, their moral-focused program builds values like compassion and respect into their challenging academic curriculum. NHA find a tuition-free K-12 school today. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Back to school means back to school lunches and snacks.
And the price of groceries keeps going up. But we have the solution.
WSB's Grand for Groceries. 5 chances a day to win $5,000.
Yes!
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday. Enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB Radio app.
Thank you. Your first chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
WSB's Grand for Groceries.
It pays to get your news from 95.5 WSB.
Big home improvement decisions are so much easier when you can see it for yourself first.
You're invited to experience window and door shopping made simple in our beautiful showroom.
It's Jonathan and Ted from NG Windows. Bring your window and door project to life.
We'll make it simple, informative, even fun while getting to know your needs.
Experience the Infinity by Marvin fiberglass difference in our Alpharetta showroom.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
This kitchen is insane. New counters, new floors. Who did this?
My house.
Your house did your kitchen?
Yep. I used a HomeTap home equity investment to get cash from the equity I already had, with no monthly payments or impact on my mortgage rate.
So your home paid for itself. That's genius.
Huh. I guess I am a genius.
All right. Easy there.
HomeTap lets you turn your home equity into cash with no monthly payments. It's your home. Tap into it. See how much you could get at HomeTap.com.
Okay, looking for a new deck or an upgrade to your existing deck? Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations. Let Ben Hill help you design your dream deck. They offer lots of options. Check out their showroom, speak with their designers, or check out their work at bhrenovations.com. You will see that Ben Hill Renovations checks all the boxes for your deck needs. See them on the web at bhrenovations.com. That's bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-611-2046. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-611-2046. That's 800-611-2046. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
And now, a no-frills ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Here it is. You can save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's it. See? Just a good old-fashioned, straightforward ad. See if you can save at Progressive.com.
Uh... 1,800-pound marijuana shipment from California intercepted in Georgia, according to WSB TV.
Oh, did they put it all out there with the money and the guns?
Hey,
well,
look,
it's over.
This is going to
Suddenly
affect.
it was 1,700 pounds. It's like, oh,
But hey, yeah, somebody
go.
take a look. Yeah. I love the way they always make a big deal out of these things. Like it's going to put any kind of dent whatsoever in people being able to get high. Maybe somebody. I mean,
It's legal.
It may
Yeah,
affect.
it's,
Well,
it's
not.
marijuana, BFD.
It's not legal here.
Yeah, it is now. Well, medicinal.
Criminalized.
Yeah, pretty
This is
much.
Same thing.
This is not medicinal marijuana.
No, it doesn't come in garbage
The
bags.
heroin doesn't come in.
I get my pills in garbage bags.
Yeah, this is in Butts County, which they're very strict.
Oh,
there.
hell yeah. Not down there. Not in Butts.
Not
Get out of my
So
Butts
it's
County.
It's a. It's kind of a weird. Is it legal in Florida now?
Medicinal. But
Medicinal.
they have actual
What
dispensaries.
about we have states like Tennessee? It's legal, right?
I don't think so.
No.
I think the
it's
closest one to us is Virginia. That's legal.
It's not even legal there.
Is it not?
Medicinal, perhaps.
George, what is the closest state to Georgia that has legal recreational marijuana?
It is
Cuba.
Virginia.
Huh?
Thank you.
When did that happen? Because I drove through there and there was no dispensary.
You know how I found out? I'm gonna
It's Missouri.
I have a family member that is from Virginia, and they like to go back.
Oh.
And yeah,
It's
they
not
enjoy
medicinal.
I think
huh?
there's one right next to the gift shop at Monticello. I think. Didn't the founders? Did they
course
were
they did.
farmers, right?
Here's the thing with apparently
For rope.
No, recreational retail sales are not yet active in Virginia.
Right.
They begin next July, 2027.
Okay,
You
so
can
it's
possess
legal.
it. You can possess it, and you can grow a certain amount, and they're not going to.
I know you can buy it in D.C.
Yes.
Yeah, you can buy it in Maryland.
Yeah,
There's
I
one
know.
across the street.
Oh wow! And
Hippie.
it's too bad she's not into it.
I know. I'm not interested. I've been in there.
She's right
My
there.
mom goes.
Oh yeah, she goes in with her mom or her mom's. Can you imagine
Well, the
her,
first time
her
she
mom's
went,
like,
she needed
I want
like a Sherpa.
yeah.
You know.
I want
She's like, I don't know
the
what to do. She was like, it's so nice in there. I
A
was like,
bud
"Yeah,
tender."
It's legal. It's
a
fine."
bud.
It is
tender.
overwhelming, right? There's so many products these days.
It
I
wasn't.
wouldn't
It's
know where
not
to
like
start.
that. It's kind of sparse in there, and you
Oh.
have like a kiosk, and you like go through a menu of things and you
Oh.
can pick stuff. There are people you can chat with and like ask questions about. You know. And just,
Can you
know.
tell me more about the blueberry Kush?
Well, there'll be like a girl, you know, it's like, the last time I used this, it was really fun. We had a really good time. I didn't get paranoid or anything. I was like, okay.
you go into
That
couch
is
or
the
no?
only reason I would want a Sherpa of some kind, a pot Sherpa. Look, I don't want anything that makes me stressed out. That's not my idea of recreation. My idea of recreation is I'm floating in a canoe on a lake on a 72-degree and sunny day, and it's beautiful. That's
Fish are
my
jumping.
idea. Yeah,
Yeah, so
exactly.
you like to go
I
into-
don't- there's no part of recreation to me that's like, am I dying? That doesn't come into play for me in the terms of recreational use of anything.
You want to relax. You want to go into couch.
I want to go in. I want for there to be moments where I don't recognize where the couch begins and
See, I
I
don't
end.
like that. It makes me so uncomfortable.
Well, I don't like it before I go to work, but I mean, I like it.
No, I don't like it ever.
Yeah, I don't. You don't want to
I
go
like
too
it
far.
right before surgery.
No, I'm saying the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not. Does not appeal to me.
You
I do
would
not
want
like
it
that
before
thing.
surgery, right?
Do what?
Yeah, you'd want it before surgery.
No,
I'd
I
rather
would
just
get
be-
even more freaked out.
No, you
Put out anesthesia. Why do I want that before surgery?
because
Yeah,
they
just
what
give me
they
that
do is
milk.
they give you that
drugs.
that
Give
truth.
me that MJ milk.
You get that truth serum, and then you don't care about any of the other needles. They give you that truth serum thing, whatever that's called. I can't remember.
Sodium pentothal.
Yeah, or whatever they're using
That's like
now.
really-
They relax you.
Yeah.
'Cause this was in the 70s when I was in the hospital. I was 8 years old, And whatever they gave me first before the operations and the surgeries, after that, as an 8-year-old, they could have walked in with a 10-foot-long needle, and I did not give a damn. As an 8-year-old. Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285.
Yes, sir. Checking the south side perimeter right now. Eric, 285 westbound. The inner loop still seeing delays leaving I-75 over toward those airport tunnels. I'm going to spin a jam cam, see if there's any crash in the way, keeping that ride slow. 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side. Still seeing some brake lights there as well, leaving South Cobb Drive down to I-20. If you're heading over to Truist Park, 285 westbound, you're going to be jammed up through Dunwoody into Sandy Springs, but it'll get better once you get past Roswell Road. After that, just a few more brake lights to I-75. What's 285 looking like on the inner loop into Cab, Isabella Rodriguez?
We're seeing some better conditions, but it's still slow on 285 eastbound right past Georgia 400. That slow ride stays with you as you approach I-85. And once you get past I-85, 285 southbound is a little bit better, but you'll still be slightly tapping those brakes until you reach Highway 78 in Clarkston. This report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs and call Reliable today. Reliable Heating and Air recommends that there's a musty smell from your AC. It could mean moisture buildup. Let Reliable check it out at reliableair.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You've probably gotten really good at working around your non-stop joint pain. That's what multitasking women like you do, right? When your knees and hips scream, you shift your weight when you're standing too long, skip workouts on really bad days when your shoulder's stiff and there's no way you're kneeling down, you might not get back up. Hey, it's Mark Arum. Maybe your doctor's told you it's pain from arthritis. You're going to need surgery. Before you make that decision, get a second opinion from QC Kinetics because there's no undo button from surgery, especially a replacement. QC Kinetics works with busy women like you to keep you going while the regenerative treatments go to work, relieving that joint pain. No scalpel and long recovery, just your body's natural healing process that may help some patients totally avoid surgery. That's exactly why women like you have turned to QC Kinetics here in Atlanta, so they continue to get better when life goes on. The consultation, conversation free. Call now, 770-285-8026, 770-285-8026.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you've been thinking about selling your home this year, now is the time. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home fast and for more than you expect. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. When you receive a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, there's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, BR, said, Mark Spain Real Estate sold my home within 30 days. We received 4 offers in just a week. Thanks to them, the process was by far the easiest and the quickest. I definitely recommend them to my friends and family. Don't worry about the inconveniences of selling your home. The guaranteed offer makes selling your home simple. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, Georgia could get almost $135 million after Meta agrees to a massive settlement over claims its social media apps are addictive to children. Money reporter Elizabeth Schulze says Meta also agrees to make a number of changes to its platforms to protect kids.
A default daily time limit of 2 hours for users under the age of 18, a ban on displaying numbers
numbers of likes or reactions to users under age 18, a ban on cosmetic procedure image filters, the option for some users under 18 to have a non-personalized feed. That is significant because that gets at algorithmic changes with these platforms.
The total payout by Meta adds up to $17 billion. One local online safety expert says the Meta settlement means some positive changes are coming, but kids still face serious online threats. BARC Technologies Chief Parenting Officer Titiana Jordan says parents should know they hold the cards.
You have the wind in your sails right now. The world is waking up to see what is really happening to kids online, how it is really harming them.
Jordan believes platforms like Snapchat and Roblox are big concerns. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta. We have some heavy rain and storms impacting the south side of metro Atlanta. Will we see more storms tomorrow? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. After a Supreme Court ruling on gerrymandering, a federal appeals court orders a judge to review his decision invalidating Georgia's 2021 voting maps. WSB senior legal analyst Ron Carlson says plaintiffs will face an uphill battle.
They'll have to prove that the lawmakers, or at least some of them, important ones of them, were moved by racial animus to draw the map in a way they did. It's going to be a difficult burden of proof.
He expects the dispute to go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. This decision will not have any impact on the maps that are used for this November's midterm elections in Georgia. The U.S. Army announces plans to spend over $2 billion to add nuclear micro-reactors at 5 military bases, including Fort Benning in Georgia. It comes as the Trump administration pushes to develop the next generation of nuclear power. There are currently no nuclear micro-reactors supplying power to the commercial electric grid in the United States. Critics of building more nuclear reactors say they are too expensive and riskier than other energy sources. A new UGA study finds the blue light from your phone, computer, and TV could be causing eye issues.
Researchers in Athens tested 60 young adults in a vision experiment. They viewed adjustable blue, green, yellow, red, and broadband light sources and indicated when they could distinguish two separate points of light. Blue light produced the greatest amount of light scatter and optical abrasions, and the lighter the eye color, the worse it was, says UGA researcher Yao Boonbing.
So lighter colored eyes are really impacted by this.
He says it could result in blurred vision, even pain. He recommends wearing blue light filtering glasses. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
This could be a game changer for the treatment of one of the deadliest forms of cancer.
A new pill that treats pancreatic cancer just approved by the FDA. It is now available. It's called Rozonk, and it's made by the San Francisco-based biotech Revolution Medicines, which says late-stage tests showed that it doubled the life expectancy of patients with advanced pancreatic cancer. But it has a list price of over $475,000 a year, which may make it unattainable for some patients, especially those without health coverage. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
Tim Curry has died.
Don't get strung up!
The British actor-singer was 80 years old. He was famous for his role as Dr. Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He had been ill for years. He was also in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. At least 47 Americans are among the missing after severe flash flooding rips through the valleys of northern Nepal. The death toll now at least 160, with hundreds more missing. Experts say an avalanche from a glacier was the likely cause. It is 6:34, and it's time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
A little better news around the airport, Bill. The trouble that was holding up lanes 285 westbound, the inner loop, right before you enter those airport tunnels. I just watched it pull away on the jam cam, so all lanes back open. Delays should improve as you leave I-75. Just found new trouble into downtown on I-20 westbound. Crash right in the center lane at the downtown connector, exit number 57. Those delays stretch back to Moreland Avenue. Speaking of, what's it looking like through downtown, Isabella Rodriguez?
If you're heading into the downtown area from South Atlanta, you'll run into some delays on 7585 northbound around University Avenue. Those volume-related delays stay with you past I-20 and into the downtown area. We're also seeing delays as you're heading into the Midtown area from North Atlanta on 7585 southbound. These delays start at around 17th Street and they don't ease until you get past I-20. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies, warm and muggy this evening. An isolated rain shower or thunderstorm possible through the late night hours. Lows tonight in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with off and on rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which may be heavy at times. Tomorrow's high is 87. Cloudy on Friday with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Drying out for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, morning lows in the low 70s, daytime highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
And we are following some rain on Storm Tracker radar. It's now in the South DeKalb region, all the way down through Stockbridge, McDonough, and into Griffin. It is 90 degrees in Noonan, 89 in Midtown Atlanta, 89 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Know your rights before you're stopped. Print your free DUI rights card at georgestein.com.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter. Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you make. So after an accident, why trust its repair to someone focused on cutting costs? At RJ's Auto Body Plus, they believe the repair should protect your vehicle, not the insurance company's bottom line. For nearly 20 years, families throughout the area have trusted RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta because they don't believe in shortcuts, cheap parts, or rushed repairs. With over 40 years of experience, they know what proper collision repair looks like, and they stand up for their customers every step of the way. They work with insurance companies daily, but they work for you. Whether it's a newer vehicle, a luxury vehicle, or simply a vehicle you care a lot about, their mission is simple: restore it safely, correctly, and with the quality you deserve. RJ's Auto Body Plus, because your vehicle deserves more than a minimum. Call 770-955-5020 or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
I was looking for something because I went. My go-to person for Bob Dylan is Tim Andrews. And I came across a song yesterday. I guess on his YouTube channel, they're kind of repackaging old stuff. Because I think this is from the 70s or something.
Did they make a video?
But I don't remember it. Well, it's more of like a lyric video, but not the least you can do. But you know what I mean? It's fashioned. And I can't remember the song. I don't know if I've never heard it before. The chorus is I don't know. It's about a guy we don't. Oh, I did figure it out. You probably don't even. I looked it up. It's off of. It's an alternate, something that didn't make Infidels, I guess. And it's on one of those. What are those? Not the basement tape. What's the other things called? That come out all the time.
B-sides?
Huh?
B-sides?
No, there's a collection.
Biograph?
No. Bob Dylan has like 16 of these things that have come out. The basement tapes are part of them, but it's all different eras of, and they just give you everything that he ever did. There's like 6 albums. But I was surprised that. So now that I put it back together in my head again, I guess obviously I had never heard the song before, because it didn't make that album, but. A couple things I learned about this article. One is that I guess a lot of Dylan people don't like Infidels. Is that true?
Well, I don't know that. They're crazy. If
It
they
comes
don't
off
think
the end of
it's
the
such a
Born
great album.
At least the one I was reading was one of these Dylan fans who still can't stand the Born Again records. I thought that long since like Biograph came out, people were like, "Hey, we got to give these albums a second chance. There's some good stuff on there."
Well,
Caribbean Wind,
Shot of Love, perhaps you could skip.
Yeah,
or
so
Self-Portrait.
Well, Self-Portrait was early. That was like 1970s.
Oh,
but early like 1970s.
Shot of Love, maybe avoid.
Okay, but isn't like isn't Caribbean Wind on one of those? Anyway, I don't want to get too deep in the weeds here.
Caribbean Wind.
My point is this song knocked me out. It's one of those Dylan songs where it's just brilliant line after brilliant line for like 8 minutes. And you just go, how in the hell does anybody think of this stuff one right after another? And then on top of it, after I learned that, how does it not make the album?
Did it just get posted on his YouTube page?
Yes, I think it's pretty new. I think it's pretty new.
You sounded like you're from Pennsylvania when you said that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I noticed that. I stopped myself.
Do it again. Let me hear it again.
I don't know that I can do it again.
Just try it. Just as a Pennsylvanian, just ask me that question.
Did he just put it up on his YouTube page?
I believe he did.
That's the first time I feel like it's ever come out just naturally.
Yeah, because what I just did wasn't what it sounded like.
No, that was we were actually hearing the real, the roots of Tim Andrews.
That was authentic Tim Andrews.
That's right.
Man, that's gone now.
That was little Timmy.
That was Andrew Timms.
Oh, geez, Timmy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you like Bob Dylan, do you? Well, that was cool.
But I don't know. I don't even know why I brought it up.
Because of the bumper music, I think it was Bob Dylan.
Oh, is that what put it in my? I don't know. I was talking to Shelley about it, and
I love that's my favorite Infidel.
But that happens sometimes with certain musicians. To me, I love that album, Infidels. I mean, it's not his best album, but it's in his. To me, I would put it into the crop of best albums. It wouldn't be obviously, like the Stones, there's so many really good albums, it's hard to place it, but I would not put it into a... I think what happens is some of these Dylan fans who still can't stand the Born Again years, they throw Infidels in, although it was more of a... Wasn't he kind of engaging with his Jewish roots on Infidels? Yes. There's Neighborhood Bully is on there, but maybe they still see it as like as religious in some way.
How do they feel about Desire? Because that's a great album too. That came
before,
and then after Desire you have the.
Is that the one with
Hurricane?
Hurricane, yeah. It's the one where he's wearing like a big parka on the front or something.
Yes.
Stole that from Paul Simon.
Did he?
No. I have no idea.
Yeah, but Infidels really was like a return to form, but with this is who I am, man.
I think about
the Neighborhood Bully.
By the way, the best argument for Israel is that song, Neighborhood Bully. Whether you agree with the argument or not, it's still a great song. Either way, but I mean, it's an interesting song. I was thinking of Dylan because of Infidels, because more and more of the stuff that goes on these days, I just realize what an actual writing, I don't know, the word genius is thrown around too much, but great writers, they tap into universal things, and you recognize, oh, I think that this is unique to my time, but, he has that song on there. When I look at this administration, he has that patriotism. They say that patriotism...
Sweetheart Like You.
No. Is that Sweetheart Like You? Yeah, it is. They say that patriotism is the last refuge to which a scoundrel clings. Steal a little and they throw you in jail. Steal a lot and they make you a king. And
there's only one step down from here, baby.
That's the land
of permanent bliss.
But so that's the reason I've been thinking about Dylan, is just how brilliant the people are who go, and you go, oh, this isn't the first time. That song came out in the early 80s.
How about Joker Man?
Joker Man's another one. He may be talking about himself in that, though.
Yeah, probably.
He's mixing politicians and stuff and himself into that. Well, you didn't think you get a good discussion on Bob Dylan today on a Wednesday afternoon. But I was going to say, it does happen when you find out, because of YouTube, with these rank the list, my favorite, whatever, and sometimes you'll find out that albums you think are great, the fan base for this individual. So Infidels, at least with the people who wrote this,
what do they like?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was a ranking of all of these. The thing I was trying to describe before. The Basement Tapes are part of it, but it's not called the Basement Tapes. It's a bigger thing that they're in. There's 16 of them, and they were ranking those. But I was watching a ranking video, and in the explanation of this one, I was like, hey, yeah, the album sucked, but this is great. I have no idea. But I was watching somebody ranking the David Bowie albums. I've watched a couple of these, and I'm a huge David Bowie fan, but I'm not a fanatic. So the people that I'm watching the YouTube channels, they're into David Bowie more than I am, even though I love him. And when you get into these channels, there's this album he put out in the early 2000s called Hours, with an H, H-O-U-R-S. And I think it's brilliant.
I never heard it.
I love it. I love it. And almost always, this album shows up at the bottom of these rankings for David Bowie. And I'm like, are you people forgetting about the whole Glass Spider thing?
Oh, that tour.
Oh, my goodness, great. He got lost. He
Yeah,
got lost
I'm
in
sure
the
that embarrassed him, too.
early 90s. He got he was trying to sound like things. And he
Tin
pulled
Machine.
and then he pulled it back. Oh, Tin Machine was awful.
So I liked the first one.
Yeah, I bought it all excited, and I didn't like it. But it had Soupy Sales' son was in it.
Yeah.
I remember that for some reason.
Is it the
and
bootleg
nobody knows
series?
who's the bootleg.
Yeah.
The bootleg series. That's what it is. Thank you. It was a ranking of the bootleg series. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. That's called brilliance. In 2 sentences, you could make a 2-hour feature film out of the words in those 2 sentences. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 285 North in southwest Atlanta.
Yeah, it looks like some debris. Police just pulling up to it in here, unit in the left lane, 285 northbound, the inner loop before you get to Langford Parkway. That's just north of Camp Creek Parkway. Also looks like it might have rained a little bit in that area, so use caution on the wet pavement. 285 southbound, the inner loop into DeKalb County. I'm still seeing some brake lights on and off, not terrible as you leave I-85 down through Tucker and Clarkston. But we got trouble on I-20 heading into downtown, Isabella Rodriguez.
That's right. Heads up if you're heading into that downtown area. We're tracking a crash on I-20 westbound past Hill Street. That's exit 58. That crash is blocking a center right lane right now, and that's causing delays into that downtown area. This report is brought to you by the Georgia Aquarium. From incredible animals to an iconic brand, explore it all at Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Just steps apart and under one deal, get your combo ticket at AtlantaIcons.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Something big is coming. Jared Yamamoto here. And on September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with exclusive deals in an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun, and all roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, so that means right here in Georgia, every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. New DraftKings customers sign up with code AtlantaTalk. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code AtlantaTalk. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Terms: dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
When it comes to public safety, Georgia has a voice in Washington. Congressman Mike Collins. Collins wrote the Laken-Riley Act, signed into law by President Trump, requiring federal detention of illegal immigrants charged with serious crimes. Collins wrote the Trank Act, signed into law by President Biden, cracking down on fentanyl-laced tranquilizers. 2 laws, 2 presidents, 1 priority: protecting Georgia families. Learn more. Visit collins.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Hey friends, it's Mark Aaron back from my pals at Xfinity. I want you to check out the 5-year price guarantee and same-day Wi-Fi. The most intelligent Wi-Fi that can heal itself when there's a problem. The most reliable Wi-Fi for streaming, gaming, working from home. Plus Wi-Fi in every corner of your home. Blanket coverage from my friends at Xfinity. Fiber-powered network with 99.99% reliability. And it's Wi-Fi built for speed. If your need is speed, Xfinity Wi-Fi is for you. And Xfinity Wi-Fi makes everything in your home work together better. Plus, you can lock in 5 years of predictability with the 5-year price guarantee. 5 years on the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi with their best equipment. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. All included, everything you need, data, equipment, and the most reliable Wi-Fi. To get started, call, visit Xfinity.com, or visit an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
I'm Ben. As a licensed Kroger pharmacist,
I'm committed to helping you choose the right vaccines for you and your family. Whether you have questions about the flu, RSV, or COVID vaccines, our team is ready to go above and beyond for you when it comes to providing personalized care and seasonal vaccine education. No appointment needed. At Kroger, we're here to look out for you. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site or pharmacy for details.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
So we're getting very close. Can you check when exactly are we doing the comedy show with Jeff Foxworthy again this year? With the Choa show.
Let me see what we have in our calendar.
I know
here.
we're getting close, and I don't have one single joke written.
That's not true. You have some jokes.
Well, I don't know about that. By the way, that was Stefan you heard back there.
Nobody knows who he is.
That's why he hasn't. He's been here all day, and
no,
his job is to help me with that. When is it?
It's going to be September 23rd. That's a
I
Wednesday.
got some time. I got some time.
No one knows.
Procrastinating. This is just like you. I've got some time. You got to
No.
try it out,
The
Eric.
night
You got to
before.
practice it at
No,
home.
I don't. This is
Yes.
that's when you make a mistake. That's where you make a mistake.
No.
You take it too seriously, and you
Nope.
go out there and you try to be a stand-up comedian. On the ride
Go to
ride
open
here.
mic at the Punchline.
No. Stefan and I decided.
I'm coming down. Stefan and I will be the audience. We'll just sit there and
Okay, you guys can.
perform.
Look. I think that we're going to write some jokes, but I want to.
And then you're not going to use them.
And then I probably won't use them.
Exactly. So you
Just
say
like
it's
the
not
prep.
stand-up. I want you to write with me,
Right.
Stefan, and then when I do,
Ken, who is this guy?
Well, nobody knows who he is. I don't even know why. Who's talking here? I don't know who's talking. Is somebody
It's
talking?
relevant. It's relevant to the story.
The idea right now is to engage in crowd work while making fun of the tropes of crowd work. Because I think that's more like the show that we do. Rather than, I've got 17 jokes. That's not the show that I do. It's not my natural style. But
Well, it's a stand-up, though.
going back and forth with the crowd and then also just sort of making fun of that whole concept of crowd work, which I think is, some people do it very well, and there have always been comedians who do it very well. I'm getting the feeling that it's kind of lazy on the modern comedian. Like it's a very kind of go-to thing.
Harlan does it really well.
Some
you
people
just
do it
do
really.
this?
Jay Leno has always been a master.
Hey, where you from?
A
man?
master at it.
Hey, you
How
from?
about you do this?
Yes.
Eric, you arrive to the venue early. You bring a bunch of rotten fruit and tomatoes, and you plant that around the audience. And then you do such a bad job. You don't mention the fruit, but you're doing such a bad job. You see how long it takes until somebody throws some of the fruit at you. And then when it happens, you can say, that was my goal all
Here's the
along.
difference between you and me.
art.
Here's the difference between me and Greg.
It's no
is
different
that
than what you're talking
hold
about.
on,
I'm not really going to do stand-up. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm gonna make fun of stand-up.
No, I'm not going to
Making
try.
fun of stand-up while doing stand-up.
No, I'm not in such a way to terrorize the crowd.
I'm going to have jokes. I don't know why you can't have jokes.
I'm going to have jokes. But the idea is that if you're working with the crowd, and I can't give it away now, but I think some of the things that Stefan and I were talking about are pretty funny, but I think the worst thing that you can because here's the difference. You and I both love Andy Kaufman, but I recognize that I don't want to terrorize an audience so that I can be entertained.
You're giving them an outlet.
No, what you just described is the guy on stage being entertained by the manipulation of the audience rather than the other way around.
By throwing rotten fruit at you, and then you have to clean it up, and we'll document that and put it on the socials.
I've already been there. I've already been there. With
Jamie from the Punchline just texted me and said, that's a great idea.
When I was in Spilt Milk, the comedy group,
Who managed that?
We did that. We did that bit, the human organ auction. We'd go to the supermarket before, because I would be the auctioneer with livers and be like, this is a great liver. This lady only had one alcoholic beverage a week on Sundays after church. You're trying to sell it. And one of them was when we get just a long sausage.
Yeah.
And I would swing it over my head as a intestine that I was auctioning off. And then we were working this one place, and they banned us because it turned out that some of the sausage flew into the carpet of the stage, and then like a week later they had mice or rats or something. So I've been there. I will clean up if we do an idea like that. All right, what?
Grok just wrote you a joke, so you can use it for tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. The whole thing will be AI. That's another way to do it. Yeah. All right, that music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up and get the hell out. And you know us. We're good folk. We do what we're told. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got a great radio show for you, as usual. We're going to come back tomorrow. Do a big old Thursday edition of the Von Haessler Doctrine starting at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.